days of competition.
Never let them see you sweat.
Oh no.
Never let them see you nervous. Well, these guys are ready to go. As we saw already, it's kind of the Tanvu show a little bit. But, you know, we've seen it multiple times before where anyone on that team can step up at any time.
Oh, definitely. I think for a big part of what we saw in terms of top fraggers through the group stages now is a different ball game. There are, even at global competition, still a big spread in skill level among some of these teams. And for the likes of Tanvu, I mean, Thanadol, Tigger as well, as we're getting some love for the camera from the Full Sets boys. I think the competition is only going to get fiercer now. We've eliminated the bottom 8. Not to say there weren't good competition in those two, but going out and fragging the same way that they've been doing thus far is not going to be as easy as it was in groups.
No, absolutely, especially when there's all that pressure on the line. As we've mentioned multiple times now, a team that has had great expectations placed upon it for so long, looking like they might be in a spot ready to deliver now as Team Navi.
Yeah, definitely. Love the boys. Loved seeing them get success globally again. They had a little period where they felt like, you know, let's try and buy for center compounds. Quickly learned that that's not something you really want to go for. Went back out on the edge, and then initially I feel like they weren't playing with the same confidence. It was, you know, we tried to do something new, it didn't work. Now it kind of feels wrong coming back to where we were before we left. So they had to get the kind of the mojo back in the right place. Now you're seeing them on the edge once more, as confident as ever.
Figuring out that roster situation, obviously a big part of that, but one thing has remained consistent all the way through. Hakatori is that man. Well, who is going to be the man here for this squad? 17, I believe, if I can see the jerseys correctly there. Well, we don't even
Backstream 1609 said I don't support.
Get into game immediately, and look at that. We're starting on Miramar.
Starting things on Miramar, you know what that means? That means we're ending the whole shebang on good old Orango.
Oh boy.
2 days from now. So here we are, over to Orango. Grand finals officially started here at PGS 9.
You can hear the boys in the background, very excited.
Backstream 1609 said Mata LE bro.
Off in between the end of groups and the beginning of this final
idea.
Got to go over the drop areas. Doesn't look like anything's going to be too spicy. Well, but you never know.
I will say, Chuma
Backstream 1609 said gotta BAL undie.
That's a bit spice in my book because I know I don't eat too spicy food like you
Backstream 1609 said leather at he.
Kick things off, you say go over their drop spots. There's going to be a lot of teams.
Stream Elements said Stream Elements bot running. Learn how to customize the bot here. https://docs.streamelements.com.
So we'll see if any commotion comes off of this eastern plane path to kick things off.
Backstream 1609 said bullet mullet.
We'll always put their drop spots, their preferred drop locations in.
I've been in the college
sometimes. But you never know who is going to be dropping for a vehicle.
Yep.
And that is where things start to get a little bit hectic here in the early game. So we'll keep an eye on that. Down south looks pretty clean so far.
Backstream 1609 said yes going to home.
Not at all. I mean, we're seeing right now Soset landing next to Little Ghost from 17 Gaming, stealing that vehicle away from him, meaning Soset is going to have a bit of a journey running towards his teammates. Also up towards Minas Generales, where Gen G, Expendables, and one of the Burram players land kind of entangled initially, but now spread out, circle out towards the east corner.
There we go, Buriram dead center, so that brings with it
Backstream 1609 said Chucky.
A lot of planning to have to do because especially with this plane, you know that you're going to be surrounded from all sides, with the exception of
mousepad.
Probably
Backstream 1609 said mousepad AA.
So Buriram on the clock, how quickly they want to get back together and where they want to
Black
play.
color.
As we check in with Young Clories over here, the Expendables, a big wide split to start things off.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of room to maneuver for them. They do have Gen G in between them, so a bit hard if they want to group up, but should be all right. Orca already on the run. Obviously saw Delwyn landing, or at least a player land in the compound up above here. Has a Vector reloaded now as well alongside of Ace to try and take the fight to him potentially. I mean,
Backstream 1609 said RGB lights.
Kinds of confidence after the group stage they pulled off. Disproving
RGB lights as
well. I mean, James said on the desk he didn't know
exactly RGB మొత్తం
even though
ఏమంటే ఇయలేదు ఆయన
but I think
అడిగినా కూడా ఇలా RGB lights
they proved to the world that
వీలేదని వేరేది పెట్టుకున్నా
of their spot as a GBT.
Oh, they won me over for sure. I mean,
sound ఎక్కువ వస్తుందా వీళ్ళది
I mean, just a minor hint of what Gen G has been kind of pulling off. I mean, going back, we saw them leaving the circle to go bridge camp teams and when they thought that there was a point available. And Orca now spotting out Delwyn. Oh, I'm not sure if he saw him there. They have actually slipped away, but yeah, you can see, I mean, no
Backstream 1609 said Gutta MUI bro Nena 300 key mouse pad key RGB lights vast high.
Look like they're coming over here to support him.
There they are. The cavalry is arriving. Orca spots him in the distance too. Finds Delwyn. I love this bait play. He was going up early saying, guys, let me get into position first, then you drive on over, because I'm going to keep spotting with his back turn. He gets him down, but as you say, fight ain't over just yet. Flame able to get the flush early on. Will Expendables stay now is the question.
That Panzerfaust kind of lets you move with a little bit of bass in your voice. That is a really good way to open things off. As Duckshoes just listening for the vehicle, and that vehicle sounding real juicy to a man with a Panzer in his hands. But Tosi, that split right there, just in case. Like, this is just a Gen G is just moving different, man. They look so good.
And that was what I was alluding to earlier as well. I mean, as you were saying, to pushing up, no helmet, no meds, just the molly to work with in terms of util. People don't make that play in the grand finals if they aren't overly confident. And Orca, well, off of one of his, no doubt, best global performances 2 days ago, should feel all confident.
Main support చేసేది Falcons tail done
Expendables, meanwhile, looks like they maybe lost a little bit of the vibe that they were pulling, the little flame that they were pulling in with, and nobody revealing themselves from Gen G, nobody looking easy. And then you also have Navi making the rotation just off to the south, so that might make things a little bit scary. And the Expendables, I think, realizing, we can't even go for that blue chip, man. It's just too dangerous.
Exactly. They wanted to go up and over, but they knew that Gen G would be waiting on the inside, and there's absolutely no reason to risk too much. I mean, they're inside circle playing that southwestern side. If we get just one swing in this direction, we're pretty much guaranteed to go into these fields to some extent. So there's, I mean, of course you want to keep Delvin in the game. He's a great player, but there's too much to lose in trying to get to him this early on.
But it's also credit to the Expendables, right? I mean, that was them sitting there and reading the situation and not biting on the bait that Gen G was laying out there, which, you know, we haven't often seen from them. So the Expendables starting to kind of figure out how to press the slowdown button, not just the W key into everything.
It's oftentimes the other way around that we're trying to tell teams, guys, come on, be more aggressive. For Expendables, it's the other way around.
Worked out pretty good for them. So
oh, definitely.
And they're still getting their points, boy. They still are getting points as Navi will go in rescue Private Fairest in the bus, and a lot easier return back when you have to go downhill than it is having to pull around. So
definitely
pretty easy stuff.
Definitely. 17 gonna try and maneuver their way through the mountains here just on the northern side of Minas as well. They, interestingly enough, coming in from the south, not wanting to stay too far up towards the north. They know there's going to be a big pressure point. They just saw the fight and the kill feed between the two teams. But now they find themselves rotating through one team and potentially straight into another. You have Bagopa setting up or trying to set up a trap here, but not sure the timing is right now. Little Ghost reads it, gets across. Let's see if he can get away safely.
Really nice routing there.
Spun out.
Yeah, that Panzerfaust, though, took off for Xiaowu. They do spot out Little Ghost, so that'll be him.
They're getting shot. They're getting killed on blue.
There's a guy in the long.
Yeah, it's big on
17 seconds. Might be able to this flush. Should be able to run for it.
Yeah. It's on green. It's on green.
Green. Good.
I've hit it twice. They're still driving to my north. I have to kind of reset a little.
The Bakerpot is the long team. Hopefully, I'm kick next flush for me. Nice, well done. Power should be free.
Hey, did yellow
Power's just free.
shoot?
Yes, yellow's been shooting.
Valley's taken there, right?
Yeah, there's two guys there.
One knock.
It's across the map. They went like far north. They did like green line.
I got some a lot of space.
Twisted can be by Civ right now.
We have car wash though. I think it's kind of fine to trim.
Yeah. I'll pull the car wash and loot it.
Yeah, a minute.
I need a tag stock.
The 4AM is on the Shani's on orange. He's wide peeking right now, so I'm just not gonna.
He's driving out of orange. I don't know where his boy is. Oh, I guess he was probably in the street. No, I killed the straight guy. Yeah, there's just a blown up truck on orange. I think he probably was.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, that was later.
Can you let me attack stock?
Bagerpot is 3 men in the long field right now. FS and if you're in north.
No, listen. Two of orange, two of long building drove out. I'm watching them.
Okay.
They driving to gas station, and there's already a guy in gas station, so that should be 3 unless they're about to fight. One guy is on blue. The solo on blue.
Is it Bagerpot or what?
Yeah, it's Bagerpot.
Alright. Can you let me attack stock there, Tig?
Do we want to
Yeah, I can
fucking
get you
crash
one.
him? I mean, it's a
Yeah,
fucking
let's,
solo.
let's play for C2.
I actually don't mind killing this guy if he's a solo there. His teammates are
It's
so
a
far
bad
away.
spot to crash. You get peeked down, you hit the point.
I don't think we do anything right now.
So, okay.
Let's
So kill
just
feed?
pre-plan a little bit. Is everyone
17?
good on kill feed real quick? Or on tilt?
Yes, I'm good. I have
17's
extra
3. Navi's 1.
I need a
Yeah,
red dot or something,
T1.
Tig. I'm 3x AK right now.
hollow sight, bottom floor of my building.
I need double muzzle.
Better gun.
Attack stock, guys.
There was a sniper flash.
I
in the long.
don't have a sniper.
I have
Where's
two
my
Better
tac
red
stocks.
dot.
16.
I have 2 tac stocks in my car for you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
need both.
Our cars are not safe, by the way.
But mine's good too.
Let's
Oh, so you can see it.
let's
That's
try
it.
to get info on what's behind us too. Is anyone backfilling A-low? You
Yeah.
have a lot of nades, Matt. I only have one.
I only have one.
Yeah. There's an extra molly here. You want it, Matt? I'm gonna drop. I'm dropping you a muzzle here too.
So H1, FS, and Begopar. So Begopar has waypoint split. FS is on the north somewhere. They have like the warehouses on blue. Okay.
Okay, FS warehouse, Begapod green line, or sorry, blue line.
Yeah. So the north is pretty stacked. 4 AM is split. Rocks and Shanties, new blue line.
Okay, so if this goes hard truck, where we're not in, we might have more ends on the north here than the south, to be honest.
I think we can pull up on 4 AM on the Shanties on blue, knowing that they're split with the top rock. Like he should be leaving that, right? We can just fucking slam him, and then that gives us the line down the road for later.
Kind of a good fight for them now.
Depends if
we've
they
only
have
seen
two
one
there.
guy there.
Grab extra vise if you guys
only,
can.
only one guy was there, and only one guy shot at 17 from there. I think it's a solo. I think it's a just Shen. 2 of them would have
No,
shot
where?
at 17.
Sorry, blue?
Blue, yeah.
Shin-
There's two
Shin's
guys.
the Civ
Two
guy.
guys. Two guys.
Two?
100%.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Shin's the
It
Civ guy.
was
So
two.
yeah, he needed to be picked up. He doesn't have his own car.
I haven't
And-
seen anything in Civ. If this goes hard, like jungle south, we can wrap south. Twisted will be ahead of us, but it's clear side is like
Yeah.
west side.
Hot wheels, Trimsy?
I'm right next to my car. I'm also gonna see if gas station leaves, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look for
Begopar
battle.
guys on the back of the building side.
Went south, let's wrap south, west. Group up.
And then
We
a lot
need
of
to
these
avoid the
Indies
twisted
are
camp
green line.
on this route. I'm
What do
gonna
you
get
think
eyes.
Twisted in a cam?
They would camp by Vamos area or Civ. Let's go wide towards Hasi, and then I'm gonna look towards
There's
the
also,
road.
we saw
Go-
2 teams, like, waypoint earlier at the start of the plane path. Like, there should be extra teams out here.
The goal is gonna be get on the hard south, like towards Sharky.
Yeah.
That SI.
Phase 1. So, VP, FaZe, and Na'Vi have all fought each other in feed.
We can cut in with Matt.
At the south should be a little freer. The Cantera team, the Leo team, and the West Leo team have all been fighting. So, West Leo team down 1, Cantera team down 1. I think this is a good
We're
route.
driving road.
Yeah, it's combo. Let's just stay left of road.
PE2, VP1.
Is gas good
Convoy a
for
little
everyone?
Convoy a little bit better. Gen G1,
G1.
VP2, yeah.
I
My gas is good.
have a gas can in my car if you don't need it.
I might need it later. I'm a third.
I still need that scope
Okay.
H1, and I have a double BZ in my car for
Yeah,
later, guys.
both of us need to scope.
I'm just gonna drive scout catwalk and see if someone's getting info on us real quick. I don't see
There's
any
only an
pings.
8 in my car.
Fine, taking
Okay.
Navity's anchor.
To really stress this fight right now. The thing is, once they do commit, now that things have settled, you gotta execute quickly. If you take just a second too long, this compound is high priority right now, and you just saw a lot of vehicles rotating in around you, so other teams could collapse on you, just like you did yourself moments ago.
Looks like Alcatsia managed to take Bean off of Gen G. So that was the result of the other fight that happened while we were watching FaZe and VP.
M249 కూడా వాడుతున్నారు బ్రో.
Here's the footsteps, waiting for the push. It's just him and Clories, it looks like. So Tanvu and Delwyn already gone, and that's a beautiful grenade from Batu.
When you have the back wall to bounce it off of, Batu is going to hit those every single day. Perfectix, first one to run on in. Has Lou there to support him as well. As always, comes around the corner, finds Clories as well. And just like that, your World Championship team falls down. Over to another fight, though, as Beamy tries to fend off against the opposition, but that ain't going to work for him. Found James early, but Gustav is there to trade.
Oh, boy, that could have gone really bad for FaZe there. Beamy had plenty of time to go for the flush onto James before Gustav was able to arrive, but fortunately for FaZe, not able to happen. But Alcatsia, they see that in the kill feed, and they know that FaZe is broken and they are going to make the push.
I will say they're late on this push, though.
Oh, what a play,
Fortunately,
Roth.
Roth able to get the first one. A bit of a misplay by Vex there. DIY comes in, finds the second. James now able to get one in return, but it's a 4, making it a 3v1. James runs down through the smoke. Hipfire finds Rello, but it ain't going to be enough. And arctis stays alive. This was what we were just talking about. They had to execute quickly, and they get punished for not finding him without the knock.
And the grenade dropped by James on death kills Rello, and that takes down Cowboy as well. So Roth and Cowboy, the only two left alive from this push. And look at it, you could see Tosi is looking over in that direction as well. Gen G, their mouth has got to be watering, especially with that circle pop right there. They know that compound is just, you can shoot all you want, Alcatsia. You're not scaring anybody.
This is a cursed compound. Anyone going there is going to lose at least 2 players. We'll see for how long Alcatsia gets to stay put. The arena now looking this direction as well. Ain't a whole lot you can play out here in the open. See 4 a.m. Observers thinking they're going to rotate north around. That might make sense, because looking towards the west, it's an open field you're driving in through. It's a very tough rotation to try and make.
Yeah, it looks like Bagel Pie actually running into Forest, and they're going to lose, I believe, at least one. Yeah, just one. But the rest of the boys will be able to get through. Team Liquid, meanwhile, coming in from the south. They've got Twisted, they've got Gen G off to the west, and Navi taking shots in their backs. And then Falcons really slow playing this, coming in on the late side, and that's actually going to work out pretty nicely for them.
I mean, they know full well there's nothing to come forward towards the center of the circle. So if anyone on the edge inside the circle is going to give you a free compound, they just saw Liquid move from here. It's like, you know what? That one's free. Let's let everyone else fight, get wounded, get their vests and helmets broken. Then we'll take the different fights at the end of the game with that advantage in our favor.
Looks like Gen G were able to get their blue chip, so they'll get Bean back on his feet. Meanwhile, Xiaowu
is he
still off in the blue in El Azahar. I don't know if there's no way he was able to get any blue chips.
I mean, it was in this valley, and everyone is gone. They
I guess
died.
He is,
they all died in the valley. He must be going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the only reason to really go for this in El Azahar. Let's see how many he's able to pick up.
He's a kilometer and a half away from the circle.
Brother, there's nobody spying this. I'm just gonna hear.
But you know what? I still want to say though, thank you for playing it safe, mate. You're in the grand finals after all. No reason to think you're golden.
Man said there's like 5 APAC teams in this lobby. I don't trust anybody right now. I mean, we'll see how many he's able to get back here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try and keep track of that as they get listed up. You can see 17 with a nice little blue chip indicator on the leaderboard there, telling us that the players are making their way back on the server.
Okay, 4 a.m. Big show up in their second day of groups.
Yes.
However, you can't just completely forget about the absolute disaster of their first day. So the question really is, which 4 a.m. is the real 4 a.m. and which one's going to stand out here in the final stages? And so far, so good for them, though.
They're going up against a team who has had a very similar, journey through groups. Buriram, their success story really rested on the shoulders of Edie. Played an incredible final day for them, but they now have a fight you'd have to imagine to take with Buriram. I say that, though, but Twisted Mind's actually backfilling 4 a.m. This could be a fight happening before Buriram gets to engage.
Yeah, this is going to be the more pressing problem for 4 a.m.
Oh, definitely.
They're just looking at Buriram, a truck stop at range right now, but Twisted right on their doorstep, and I don't think they have any idea that 4 a.m. is just off to their north, but they're still playing around that rim. You see them kind of looking off to the north.
Yeah, circle should go there.
Safe. They're safe where they're at. I mean, you see Gen G's looking over there, but no shots, so there's no angle really to be found. Gen G, have a compound. They are on the western part of the circle, but that is basically one of the only compounds in this new circle, although there's still a lot of terrain left to play around.
Exactly. Bean flies up, joins his teammates. You see 7-7 and Little Ghost both got back in, landing down on that southern side. We'll be all right. Perfectix able to get a knock here, but there's still some distance towards the remaining players. This is interesting, though. They get the first one on Gen G. They know that Bean is flying in now as well. They know that if they push up right now, it's a 4v2.
And they immediately hop into the vehicles and try to make the send as Tosi is running back to defend. Orca going for the res as quickly as possible. Will get him back on his feet, and they immediately are on the move. Lou and Batulin's just crashing that wall as quickly as possible, but Gen G not around too long. But now the shots from the back, that's coming from Falcons.
Yep, it's Kickstart. Kickstart applying pressure to Twisted Minds, forcing them into the compound proper.
Okay, they managed to make their way in. Unhappy neighbors for the time being. Falcons still have a long way to go, too, to get inside zone. And now that this third-party opportunity is no longer present, got to start thinking about where they want to go. As Gen G listening for footsteps. Tosi not going to spot anything on that wall.
Sneaking his way further forward, one Tosi at a time. Patulin's though
Video
sat here
കൊടുത്തോളൂ,
ready and
Battlegrounds.
waiting. You'd have to imagine he's going to hear these steps. Indeed he will, but I think Tosi... Oh, nice underhand mod. It's going to go a bit farther, I think. Yeah, it will be. But good idea. Read him on the other side of those blocks as well.
Okay, Bean and Flame still at range. Tosi just being the first ones in, and now Falcons.
go.
If you got to go somewhere, this is looking like a good a place as any. Maybe third party this fight while the circle pushes in. Tosi will spot example on the wall, and that'll be the first knock.
Their timing could not be any better. Falcons, that is. The fight has just popped off. Two players are down low health, and now Falcons can peek over the top and engage in this one from a distance. Gen.G hasn't fully committed to pushing Twisted Minds, though, so they can dislodge Falcons at least to some extent.
Falcons, they don't have a lot of time to be sitting around with this. They're
don't.
right on the edge of the zone, but the zone is pushing in slowly, and it's only...
Blue, I kind of like that.
We don't have to go all the way north, but we can just peek from the north side.
Yeah, we should do that. It's way better than fucking fighting this compound fight. Take out
Just
cars,
run it
pull
over,
up
no?
on blue, no?
I'm just saying we could peek this ridge on me, guys. That's all I'm saying.
okay,
we don't have
okay,
to go all the way north. But we
Taking
could
the
if we
space
want.
north is probably better, Tig. I
Yeah, we
agree.
could do that. One
Let's
guy in the
take-
middle of the compound running on orange. Knock. Dating it.
Have they lost anyone? Take one south wall. One on the other side.
Really?
That was beezing for my
Boys,
flash, guys.
boys, I think we should just go third party north. I think we should be in our cars, playing up on blue right now and killing the north.
I
This
agree.
compound fight is
Tig,
screwed.
we can leave you here as a
I'm
safe
getting,
part.
yeah, we can. I need to get my car.
Get in, Shrimp.
I'm
We'll
healing real
just
quick,
leave
but
Tig.
yeah, I heard you. I got my flash.
Nice. Okay,
I
there's
want
a 2-3 mans. I think we need to go as 4, honestly. I think the players go as 4.
We're not in the open here, right?
It's brewing for
Oh,
him.
fine, it's brewed for
They've
you.
been fighting the whole zone.
Orient.
We should try to be silent.
They're both 4 mans.
We should try to silent.
2 knock on brew.
It was quiet. It was quiet.
I'm silent. Sorry, I see 3 of them in the open, on my edge, on blue. I see a knock.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wow.
Last point down the right rock.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it to the ground here. Brew's 2 knock the team.
Alright.
Still
Let me
people
in,
edge.
let me in. Oh, fuck.
I got you. Matt, just hold over us.
Yeah, I'm holding. He's peeking above on the smokes. He's peeking
left,
in with
on
DMR on the left, yeah.
Okay, I'm nading. That's a brew player.
He's
Nade.
running away.
Okay.
We should get Util off these bodies. We got a good zone, guys.
And they brew knock in the back.
Knocked,
They can
yeah,
step
yeah. Knocked on my ridge.
Guy peeking green.
Get that
window.
Top
Green
left,
threat.
top left.
Green
peeking.
insta,
Yeah.
green insta, it's brew.
Okay, okay.
Nice,
Next
nice.
team is 17
Let's go.
behind. They lost 3 in the early game. It's a solo.
But they have res or no?
What about 4 AM?
It's possible he rezzed.
Yeah,
let's-
where's
4 M's a
4AM?
solo. It may be the smoke down. I don't know where the fuck the phone going. I thought it was a flush that he got on Chen. Yeah. Come pick aggressive boys. The high ground on me.
What's info on Twisted and Jin? We don't have to
We're
all
still
commit to
fighting,
decide
we're
if
still
we want.
I'm looking south.
Listen,
We're still
they're
fighting.
hard trading. We could go back to that side and peek their ridge if we want. We can have
Yeah,
full
we can.
control.
We can take
Din's
control.
2 dead.
We could have orange line, the
Okay.
whole fucking zone.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. With Shrimsy. Let's leave Tig here and do this
Give me a
3.
second. Give me a
Get
second.
in, Matt. With Shrimsy.
We need to
Get my
take
car,
orange ridge
Shrimsy.
first, real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, Shrimsy, get in my car.
Okay, yeah, I heard you.
Matt, you gonna be able to get across the road or you need to get in?
Yeah, I can just run away. I can run down.
Alright, let me look at match log real quick.
Yeah, it's 4 AM insta. We need to know that.
Watch over us, Matt.
I am. There's a bike on
Uh,
green. Careful that.
No, I don't
angle.
think 4M's insta.
Okay, if
we
4
flushed
M's on
everyone.
insta, the last guy's on blue, like over my ridge.
I'm running down. I'm running down now. Tig's alone for the rest of the game.
17's fighting far, Tig. They're not a solo.
Hey,
Okay,
so what are
that- yeah,
Jin
they
and
rest,
Twisted
that's why.
numbers real quick, Tiggy?
Jin's down
I
one for
don't-
sure.
Jin's 2 dead at least.
Jin's 2 dead at least, okay.
I don't know about Twist though.
Check Twisted Tig if you can.
Yeah, we
Give me a
need
second, boys.
Yeah,
the
you're
one
good.
guy on my
Yeah,
ridge.
you're good, you're
I need
good,
to
yeah.
prone. Okay, I'm prone. I'm looking. Gen.G is 1, 2, 2 dead at least. 3 dead.
People edge zone on orange, H1. Headshot.
What about Twist? How many dead?
Twisted is 1 dead.
Alright, it's mad on me. Didn't know that.
1 dead twisted, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, they're on the south.
Difficult.
Barely 14 HP, goes for the push and he wins it! Cowboy is that boy!
Sprints out, hip fire, 15 health to work with, getting shot in the back at the same time, and he comes out victorious. Incredible play there from Cowboy to keep Alcatia in the game.
Twisted Minds after their scrap with Gen.G, trying to leave the compound to the south. They run into Team Liquid. And they will get Perfectix knocked, but able to get him back on his feet. 6 kills now for Twisted as they continue to hide through the smokes.
6 kills for Twisted, and I feel like 8 reses on Perfectix so far. He's reached the point where he's screaming every time he gets tagged by a blue.
Ooh, that's a
Circle,
shift
sweet.
right there.
You know what? I like the fact that Xiaowu is inside this one. He's going to be chilling for a bit. He went through so much effort to try and keep his team alive, and there he is, chilling on his own up towards the very north.
Back by himself again, As
yeah,
fortunately his friends were taken down, coming from that southeastern side. As Twisted Minds, I mean, man, you talk about a team that is making the most of just a rough situation. They have been pressed by Gen G. They've been pressed by Falcons. Now they still have 3 up, still 6 kills, and they're still in it. Now got a long way to go still, so it's not over just yet as we check in with Xiao Wu.
That's the replay from earlier, the fight in return against Burram.
Look at that. Buryram, I mean, what do you even do if you're Buryram? You're expecting the push from Falcons, but then you get shot in the back by the solo snake from the blue.
Exactly.
Unreal.
Tough
what a flash from Orca.
Great timing. He bounced that one off the wall. Would have been perfect. A little hard to bounce the mollies, though. As he tries to run further back in P5 in hand, maybe a Panzer would have helped him as well. He gets example first one down, but Perfectix is there to trade again. Twisted, and they're up close fighting. Honestly, can be said about a lot of teams at this point in the tournament. I feel like that's it's an area of the game where PUBG in particular, as a close quarter game, has struggled. Is those quick engagements, trading for one another. But as of late, it has been so beautiful to see.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, right now, Twisted Minds operating as good or better than anybody else in the lobby, making sure that they, even if they take a knock, it doesn't get flushed.
Yeah.
And just great comms coming from that squad here. As Forest Natural trying to hold off a push from Full Sense down in the southeastern side of the map. But trades coming through as a con. Look at that Bagopah with the MP5 finding some love.
A Shack and an MP5, sometimes that's all you need to take out one of the top fraggers on the server. Then it all falls victim to it.
Oh, no.
One more down. And of course, the vertical lines here, hard to maneuver through us.
Liquid
Down as well. Twisted Minds continues as they get up to 9 kills in this game. An example hitting his personal kill number 400 in his PGS journey.
Huge stuff from Twisted Minds. Huge from example. Guy that we have been following for years now. And he has been amazing to watch. Here's Navi now trying to make their way in. They've got a scrap going with Forest. They're going to lose Extends. They're going to lose Ferris now. And it's all down to Hackatory with 4 HP and a P90.
900 damage and 2 kills. Hackatory has been hurting people. A shredder of helmets and vests. Unfortunately, it ain't going to be much point off of it, but still, good job at that as Twisted Minds. I mean, again, they just continue. They had an opportunity just to south around and maybe take the fight. So again, similar to what we saw from Falcons. Had a chance to push into the compound proper against Twisted, and Gen G said, nope, let's be smart about it. There's a late game to play for. That's where the points really come in handy. And, well, here they are, both of them, still up alive.
Shout out to Xiao Wu for staying alive as Cowboy will go down in 6th place. And we got to give props to Forest. They have been looking really strong over here on the eastern side, taking out Full Sense, taking out Navi. Xiao Wu will get spotted as well, so we have made it to our top 4.
Our main attention has been towards the west, but the east has been pretty much exclusively APAC fighting. It's been E-Arena, Forest Gaming, and Full Sense all squeezing alongside one another to try and make their way further west. In the end, though, I should say Forest, the ones out victorious on that side of the circle. So it's Asia to the east. It's, well, the west to the west. Let's see who's going to win out this one.
You see Twisted Minds with 11 kills already. Falcons with 8 of their own as well, and they've got 4 alive.
Yeah.
And they've got the entire north side of this zone to work with, while Guyan just hides in a ditch, survives, tries to make it.
4 is 3 of Twisted, and that's it?
He can run orange line, H1. Yes, he can. I cannot see that. If he goes direct on that line, I cannot see him.
Oh, Forest is down 1.
Okay.
Across the road, running across the road on orange in the wide open.
Is that the solo?
Probably, yeah. I just saw him cross the road from our side to their side, Tig.
Hey, bolt alert. Careful. Just got bolt.
Yeah.
I got a bigger bolt.
You're having
I hit the solo.
That was probably solo,
Alleged solo on blue.
If they run orange line, we can't see that near Matt. That's the biggest problem.
We can't see
Wrong comms ani legit solo anta mugguru unnaru vallu.
I mean, that's on you guys.
I'm peeking
Across
up.
the road to you, that's a bit cooked.
They're not going to fight south. They just have a ridge to ridge.
I almost feel like, Matt, you need to be using smoke screens. I dropped AR comp here. You need it?
Is this rock in, Shimsy? Can I play up here till late? Yeah, I'm in on my rock.
Yeah, but I want to be in the dip as well.
Yeah, I want to get out of the dip. Fuck this spot.
I'm
Push
gonna
shake
smoke
the
our
rock
left,
on green.
Matt, so we can actually peek.
Boys, if Twister gets one knocked, are we ever running across and peeking them?
I don't.
No, they're like giga-pitted spots.
Okay.
So I think we win from here.
Okay, Strims, can I take the cut down to blue and you run down to them?
You want me to run to them?
Yeah, I think that's the play, right? Because
I mean, we might want to play to green depending on the zone.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Keep peeking
saying.
here, Matt.
That's
we
why
should
I
be
want to keep
2-2.
I'm peeking.
We should be 2-2.
Peeking on
Solo
blue.
across the zone on orange. Yeah.
Knock.
Nice.
It's not a solo.
Not solo. Yeah, not solo.
Are we
One
sure
twist
they're?
far left.
We're sure they're
Watch that
dead.
run.
Could he have
Car's in
res?
zone.
Alright.
No, he
yeah.
died very recently.
Let me in. Let's go to the dip.
Watch that run.
You wanna go to the west dip or you wanna go to them?
We could just go to them for now. It's
Twisted
fine.
have the
doesn't really matter.
green line box, okay? That's their space right now.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Don't lose the car here. I'm gonna move it back.
There could be a guy prone in green, by the way, or blue. Like that's full proneable for a
There's
solo.
7 aligned. Twisted's 3. There's 4 other players.
There's 3 of Forest, 3 of Twisted, and that's all.
Alright, gotcha.
I think we should just.
But we do need a
We're in
work
on the
style.
dip. We're in on the dip on
Okay.
orange.
Do
Yeah,
we
but
win
if
from
they
the dip
fight,
on Dot?
we should know
Dot's
it.
gonna be on the road.
Listen, if they fight, we should push edge.
I think their
agree.
dot's better. Their dot's better. I would
Okay.
rather go edge and push.
Let's wait. Let's see if they fight, and then if we do, let's go edge while I anchor with Dom over y'all.
Isn't Forest down one? We could
Forest
force
is
the
down one, yeah.
fucking orange
We're both
line.
down one.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, you think there's a solo, right?
Forest might
Yeah.
just try and cross the road, blue line. That's actually their best play. Why would they fight Twisted? They can
I
play
guess
Solo's
so.
dead.
Okay, 2-3 mans.
We don't want to
Alright.
fight first.
Hey,
so
Yeah,
When
we don't
we-
want to fight first.
Take how many triangles you have for later?
Just one.
Tim, you have a shield too for Dot, right?
I think we play north
I
side of the
do,
road
yeah.
and we just
I
play
think so.
triangles and shit in
Yeah,
the
I
road. I
agree.
think that's our
So.
best play.
Do we want to get set up there now?
Yeah, I think 2 of us should go now.
If we
Yeah,
go to
Minge.
orange, it gives Twisted a reason to fight. Because we're across the map from them.
Yeah.
Go now so we do not have time. I'm covered.
Alright, let's go. Do we want to go
Minge,
3 in 1 car?
No,
Don't-
go 2-2.
Yeah, just 2-2.
You guys
Okay,
go
I'm
early.
holding for y'all.
Everyone, you minute limit. The car ready to leave. H-man.
Yeah.
Your drive full set. We should drive earlier rather than
Our,
later.
our
The
road
drive's
is really
not safe.
bad, guys. It's not. It's
we need
not
the
good.
triangles.
Get in, H-man. Get in.
I have triangles.
You should throw them as
Come
deep as you can.
Throw a
I
pre-smoke
did, yeah.
for us if we need to drive somewhere.
No, just. Yeah, I'll throw it in front.
We go for the east. The dip
No,
on the east is better
it looks
than your spot,
bad.
right?
I don't know, like,
I swear it's
either of
not.
them are going to be able to pick us.
But we have a lot of smoke. Is this
Yeah.
rocking or? No, it's not.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna throw a smoke.
We're not
Fighting.
This one knock. I think green is our best spot to play from. Oh, it's his ass. This is just fucking.
Let me move the car. Let me move the car.
If it takes one more
We should-
knock,
we
I
should
think
all
we
go
drive
right.
it. They're two
Let's
knocks.
all
We should
go
go
right.
right.
Drive
Yeah,
right.
Double
let me
in
in,
right.
let me in, let me in.
All right, Sean, come with
Okay,
us.
Twisted,
Yeah,
one
heard.
standing.
All
Take
three.
the green ridge. Take the green ridge. There's going to be one guy here.
Yeah, listen. One knock, one standing on Twisted.
Or speaking me.
Insta.
Or
4v3.
speaking me across
The
the
bottom right smoke.
I'm going all the way right, boys.
I'm pulling up with you.
Give me aggro on the ridge.
Let's go.
Let's hit.
They're gonna have high ground.
Ridge, knock.
They're gonna have high ground, guys.
Yeah, come back
Yep.
to high ground over here.
No, one more aggro. By the tree. Do we have any lasers?
Wait,
By
wait,
the
wait,
tree.
wait. Yes, I have
All
high
guys
ground.
speak.
Okay, I'm smoking us up,
That's
high
a
ground.
knock.
I'm gonna-
Let's take this guy. Fuck it. He's lit off the
He's,
nades.
he's running my body, boys. Oh, they're both up here, both.
Okay, let's go. Let's run it down on us, on me. I'm flashing
One's
road.
edge and one's behind smoke.
Come with me, please.
On your right. Yeah.
Knocked.
Nice.
One more
Nice.
left.
Waiting.
I'm left.
He's far left.
They can
Push
work
me
for it.
separate.
Some
Just
round,
chill,
some
just
round,
chill,
some
just chill.
round.
We have time. Where's Rock?
Work for it.
Green.
Okay.
Flashing green.
Wait, I'm
Getting
shooting a
gazed
body.
for
I'm
smoke.
getting util. Just chill.
I have no
I-
util.
No util on this body.
Okay, high ground on me is good.
Okay, let's group
Yeah,
up and
let's
peek
just
from
go.
Shimsy's
He,
spot
he could
together.
be on orange. That's really bad for us. I'm gonna smoke it off.
We push the road. I think it's decent. On the high ground.
It could be low left, and that's really bad for us.
I have a
Just
lot
take-
of smokes.
Okay, throw a smoke between us. He's behind
He's
us.
on the rock. He's on the
Oh, I
rock.
just got dogged. I should be resable, to be honest.
I'm holding for now. You could res.
Call your peaks. Just call your peaks.
He's on the rock still. Just res.
Okay, so once I'm done
Ollie?
resing, that's
Good
cool.
now.
I'm dead to it, I think. I might be dead, I don't know.
He's on road.
Let's go.
Well done, boys. Well
Let's go.
fucking done.
GG's,
Fucking
GG's,
shit,
GG's,
man.
GG's, GG's.
Woo!
వినా కొడుకుల రియాక్షన్ చూడు.
Looked very good, but man, they come in here in game one and they look very, very scrappy. So here it comes. Guyon
Come
just
back,
hiding
Guyon.
behind the rock as long as he can. And I mean, to be fair, he's managed to make it happen. He
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
Forest can't really finish him off without exposing themselves to Twisted.
Not
and
at all.
Falcons.
Not at all. And again, fight 3. That's
Down to our top three, and that in one.
to stay on the north just to get a chance to battle the side. Like I would pick
The low side, but Forrest is being the aggressor.
Yep.
Kiss can have to make it a hit as Perfectix goes down, And Example and Lou now have to make a decision. Do we keep trying to work around this low side? But Forrest is being the aggressor.
Yep.
Kiss gonna push right in, takes down Example.
Where's the response from Falcons in this? They're seeing 2 players down on the side of Twisted Minds, make it almost 3. Lou down to just 1 HP, but they're allowing for Forrest Gaming to reset. So look up the other way. Now the fight is over. Now Forrest can reset. Now they can turn their attention to Falcons. They're coming in too late.
And Forrest not taking a single knock during that push. Kiss down to a half HP, but Falcons sending everybody over there. H-Win's gonna get spotted by Scappy. He goes down immediately, so now it turns it into a 3v3. Tingleton will spot out Kiss, though, and that is a raid boss down for Forrest.
Great read by Falcons to understand how the Forest team was positioned. They wrap around the southern side, try to isolate the solo. Kiss down. Now it's Baron and Scabby left alive to try and fend off. And they say, you know what, you're going to catch us on the south side. We'll take where you were before. It's a ring around the rosy.
H-Win feeding this information over before he gets taken down there by Scappy. So you can see them with the high ground on the road. That is a rough sledding, but Shrimsy will get the knock on a Baron. And now it is all down to Scappy. Can he get any more points off of this Falcons team who has been dominant in this first game of the Grand Finals?
Yeah, Falcon looks poised to win this one. I will say, though, Baron, that was a scary double peek on the edge of that smoke. I had him getting potentially a double there. Did not happen. Did not happen. Good thing for them. And again, gotta go back to Falcons making the mature decisions earlier in this game. Had chances to engage with the risk of losing players themselves in an up-close fight. They say no. They say, let's play it smart. Let's play it slow. And now they get rewarded for a lot of points, but I might be speaking too soon. Scabby finds kick.
Leads with the flashbang. Before the flashbang even went off, I think he went for that peek, but
Molly
is all right on time as Kickstart will slowly bleed out. Will it be enough? No, it won't. Shrimsy will step up, and Falcons get the first win of the final stage. Shrimsy time as Kickstart will slowly bleed out. Will it be enough? No, it won't. Shrimsy will step up, and Falcons get the first win of the final stage.
We talk about Kiss, but had Scabby gotten that knock, then you have a guy sat in the middle of burning, healing up with a first aid in hand. That could have been a 1v3 for the history books.
That was filthy stuff from Forrest, a Forrest team that has at times not looked very good, but man, they come in here in game 1 and they look very, very, have their feet underneath them. But Twisted Minds, Falcons, Forrest, all of those teams looking really good here through one game at least.
Earlier underperformers teams coming out victorious. Now it's Genji, and now it's Forrest as well, doing great.
Scappy, for all intents and purposes.
Pretty quick, guys. If you're coming, you better get over here.
I mean, they just got to go straight down all the way to the end right now. They know, I mean, again, straight, just the plane path alone, it is almost impossible for anyone, even if they had landed on a vehicle and drove straight there, to already be there. So just go as far south as you possibly can. I mean, Baron pretty much got into a car and drove right away, and he's only now making it down into the vicinity. So, yeah, definitely.
Not even smoking it off.
Brave.
That's gutsy.
They're brave.
They're
I mean, by the time they threw that e-pick up, people were still picking up their first gun, so I don't think anyone is going to run over and try and peek him at this point in the game.
Sure.
Look at what they're flying down with.
I just remember, look, I'm coming from the world where Shao
it's true.
smoked off a res station.
It is true.
You know.
The fun thing is they probably didn't have any smokes to throw. They hadn't looted one yet.
That might have also been a thing. I see Shrimsy doesn't have one, so.
Ooh, I love this. We're seeing the lineup, actually. Thank you so much, observers. We're seeing what they're prioritizing right now off of where they've put their pins down in the game, in-game. Now they're moving some of them as well. Of course, they're scouting as they fly on in, trying to see what's available. I think they just saw the vehicle from Luke down below. That's why they removed the marker from the intersection compound, saying there's a car down there, we can't contest it. What are you doing?
Why are the Expendables pushing into
Are they?
Picado?
Are they waiting for an e-pick up, maybe?
Are they scrapping with 17?
There's no way. They're just casually pulling up on 17 like this. What are you doing?
I don't know.
He has a bolt?
You're seat swapping with a bolty?
Wait, is there a... Nah, this shouldn't be... I'm trying to math this one out. I was thinking, is there a way where they saw that helicopter in there and thought it flew out of Picado? But that the angle is... Maybe... Okay, this is... If I could rewind the map, maybe it would make more sense. But I think maybe they only saw the helicopter when it was already down towards Chuma. And they went like, wait, the helicopter's already there. They must have left Picado. Because the trajectory is kind of San Martin over Picado. And then they thought they were gone. There's no way a world championship team just casually 1 kilometer an hour strolls into Picado when 17 is still there. That makes no sense. So they must have gotten baited
by the Falcons helicopter.
Meanwhile, Lou is
there
on the hills overlooking. He's like, guys, you're never going to believe this. Like, these guys just kind of...
I mean, anyone could have taken them out. They were literally walking into the city.
I mean, you could tell. Fortunately for the Expendables, I think 17 is just as surprised as the Expendables were. So they were in no position really to capitalize off of that. They get the knock, but the instant res comes through, and now they know that they've got the Expendables in the buildings off to the north side of Picado. As we see where Falcons have decided to go through, we did have a chance to get an interview with one of those Falcons.
就是我们那把鸡吃完之后，我就觉得就是很大概率能进了。然后我们荣东那把也打好了，然后就觉得能进，就没有什么压力了。我们做对的东西就是我们就是按之前的方法打，就是按之前风格打，就是没什么问题。要改进的话，就是减少个人失误吧，就更好了。就想跟队友说，就互相相信吧，就都加油。
Well, there you go. Definitely not a Falcon. That is a Tongmu from 4 Angry Men. Sorry about that mistake. My bad. But good stuff from him, and good stuff from 4 AM, at least on that second day. And at least through one game here. Well, I mean, 0 points, but I don't know.
Keep
I don't
going.
know. We
keep going.
what do we say about 4 AM at this point? You expect the unexpected?
Roster changes galore. In a global championship, anything can happen. I think 4 AM from, I mean, I'll call it a spade, from having not been able to do anything globally for quite a while now, for multiple reasons, at least they showed something on their last day of groups. And that something makes me think maybe they can show something here as well. I'm not expecting them in the top 10, to be honest. Especially with this caliber lobby they're up against, and seeing how extremely hot some of these teams are playing, even the ones we initially weren't expecting much from. But 4 AM, Shen and the boys, if you're out here to surprise me, by all means do so. I don't care who it is. If I see great PUBG, I love it.
Look at this E pickup. The Expendables popped the E pickup in the north side of Picado, knowing that 17 is down there.
Wait, it's a bait.
Look,
it's a bait.
There's some 5-head stuff going on possibly that I just don't know about. But
there were championships.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a bait. Look at this. They've set it up. They're just waiting for the peaks.
Okay. They're waiting for somebody to come over there. And 17's like, we know that you're waiting for us to come over there.
I love it. It's
we double dog dare you to take that thing.
It's an e-bait. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
We have esports, emails, e-baits. Wait, are they actually?
They actually.
Okay, so they held. Okay. They held it. They used it as bait initially, and they're like, nah, you know what? That's actually. It's not too bad an idea to take it. And they are gonna get shot at. They are gonna take a lot of damage with it too, but luckily for them, at least for now, they're all gonna stay alive.
So ends the weirdest compound city crash that I've ever seen.
We say weird, but I honestly, I mean, I don't want to clap myself on the shoulder, but I honestly think our take on that with the e-pickup from Falcons,
could be,
it has to be the reason why they did it. I'm going to have to ask them after this game is over, because that was very interesting.
Well, the unfortunate part for them is that they're taking an e-pickup at 8 minutes into the game where everything is already occupied, so hopefully they've got their good glasses on.
Also,
it's scout out what's below.
It's an area of the map where you're almost guaranteed to need vehicles.
Oh, there you go. We can see what they're looking for. Brickyard, that's
guys, can we get that prio compound in the middle? Yeah, no, not at this point in the game.
Pretty sure that's been occupied.
I mean, you know what? They could just be dropping in on somebody. The issue is they took a bit of damage. You see Glorious sits at around 65. Doctor's around half. You just don't want to contest too hard at this point. So go down towards the southwest, see if maybe you can get a hard spawn and just chill. Play low. I mean, this next circle could throw a gigantic spanner in the works anyway, so no reason to cause commotion now if the circle's going to do it for you in 10 seconds.
Well, they get a buggy, and good news is, on the way down, nobody even took a shot at them. So, as far as things go, that probably went as good as it could you could hope for the Expendables in their wacky Circle 1 rotation. And meanwhile, we've still got 64 alive. Nobody lost. A few teams making their way in from the southeast. Gen G going to be leading the charge in that regard, and Buriram right behind them.
So no one lost also means Doctor's got back in the game.
There you go.
You see? Everything is fine. Nothing happened. We just gave a point over. We have 1 kill, but no deaths.
-3 points to Duck Juice. James, unfortunately, is going to run right into Extends, and that will be him going down, and does not have any teammates really around to support, and it looks like Fex and Vard are just off on the... they're just going to go ahead and push away. I think Gustav is maybe taking some long-range shots over here, but nothing too serious.
I don't speak Norwegian, but I'm sure James right now is saying to himself, why in the world is there someone there? It's in the open. I checked the church. We had the church. It was free. Why extends are you there? And I would ask the same question. I mean, they're always scouting north. He was probably in the middle of a transition, heard the vehicle, and was like, "Oh, 3 point. Okay, I'll take it."
You know, we saw just the first kill graphic there, so I don't think Dutchy's ever gotten killed. I think he just
he only got knocked out of the car.
Okay.
True.
So we're here to correct ourselves, chat. Sometimes we do get things wrong, but we will always correct ourselves. And I spoke too soon last game. We're talking about how we didn't see any hard shifts. Now we get the hardest of hard shifts all the way off to the north, and you can see everybody already in vehicles, but the circles are being laid down. Bagelpa, you've got a big decision to make here about where you want to play, if you even want to try to bring that 2-2 back together.
Delwyn still looking for a vehicle, but he's stuck in a sandstorm. Twisted Minds in the meantime, seeing all these teams come up towards them, and this time it's Alcatsia going into the Rainbow compound just across the street. They have them split in between them, so, I mean, if you're smart or you're good at hitting your shots, which, well, Twisted Minds are, you get a good knock, forcing them to go to the backside of the building to get the rest, and then you can get a second. Maybe there's a pull-up, but then again, Twisted is set in a pretty good position already, so, of course, comes with some risk aggressing on a compound like that.
And it looks like for the most part, the teams that were already in place up here in their 2-2 splits are going to maintain those 2-2 splits for the foreseeable future. Twisted being one, Bagelpa being the other. Although Forest is now starting to make their way in. Team Liquid already in Montenuevo proper, and you've got Full Sense, big split just off to their west. So Forest, they're going to be, I'm not sure how deep they want to take this rotation. It looks like they're just going to take it to the edge of the city, and that might be for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky, especially when you're coming in late on that southern side. You just do not know what you have ahead of you, and there are so many potential landmines you're passing through. It comes with a lot of risk, so stop early, stop on the edge of the city, western edge here as well, so if the circle, even if it goes, well, I mean, east, you can still wrap out towards the west, get around properly. So good on Forest for not over-aggressing there.
Yeah, getting shot at by Full Sense rather, is also kind of forcing them into that 4 deep.
Oh yeah,
over there on the side. Looks like Team Liquid might have been sniffing around over there as well. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Buriram, meanwhile, trying to make their way over on the east. They see 17 up to the north, or do they? This could be really, really rough. They do have FaZe right behind them. Looks like Vard is actually going to be able to pick up Jeems, so FaZe will get back up to full strength here shortly.
Yeah. We'll be able to get the rest up. Of course, going to wait around for Picardo, but there is a Panzer. There's 3 cars coming up. Which one are you going to go for, Xiaobei? In the Animal Kingdom, you shoot for the weak one in the back, and that's exactly what they do. Rips one falls, Can falls as well. Just like that, a 4-man rotation is a 2-man.
Just had no idea. And fantastic work by 17. Just playing it really cool, playing it patient. They saw the vehicles down there. They knew it was coming.
Yeah.
They didn't take any shots, and they baited Buriram into making that push. Now it's going to be all down to Edie and Damasti.
And important kills for 17 too, not only in terms of the points, obviously, but also the fact that they are not inside the circle yet too. So the more space you can make yourself coming into fights in this next circle, the better off you're going to be. 17 still with a decision to make. I think they're honestly going to tank blue for a bit, wait for that 3rd circle to pop, see if they're going to be staying up on the power grid plateau or if they're coming down towards the southwest.
I think you might be right, as they were taking some shots from 4 a.m. directly off to their west, so they know that they are there, as we will go ahead and leave the Bronco with the busted wheel behind. And the Expendables, meanwhile, after their incredible e-pickup experience, doing the long wrap on the west up to the north, and that's actually going to pay off dividends for them, because look how much room there is up there to play around, as the circle will pop right on top of Montenuevo.
We've been here once or twice before, haven't we? North side still completely free. That means that down towards the south, though, exactly half the survey, if not even more, is sat down there trying to contest right now, but it's over in the central compound that we take the fight. It's Alcatsia Virtus Pro again. They fought each other during the match we just had, and now they will once more, and in very similar fashion, Nix is the first to fall.
Round 2, Cowboy slowly bleeding out. Ooh, Roth got brought very, very low, but stays up. Example will steal away Cowboy, so VP not even getting the point for that one. They have already lost Nixie, and now Beamy gonna go down. Wow. Nice shots from D. We'll take him out in the garage, and now Alcatsia with a decision to make here about how to push this, knowing that they're getting third party by Twisted Minds.
I gotta admit, never have I ever seen LAN rookies come in and play as well as Alcatsia currently does against some of the best fraggers in the game. I mean, they are playing with literally no fear, no second guessing yourself whatsoever. They look as confident as can be, and I think a lot of that lies on the shoulders of Roth and how he, well, just mentally preps these boys to go out and to have a good time.
I mean, from the first game even, I mean, these guys were looking as comfortable.
Well, they're aggressive, man.
As seasoned vets. As we see VP not really in a position to try to make that crossover to Beamy. You can see Corexy really would. They're laying down the smokes. They're trying to convince themselves that they can make this push. But oh, look at that! Rello's got the. Yeah, Rello had the C4. That is a choice. That is definitely a choice. I don't know.
It's confined spaces, Rello. Where are you gonna go, mate?
It's a very scary choice.
It definitely is.
And I hope Alcancia has a plan here for how they want to push out of this, knowing that they're getting third-partied.
Navi is around
now
as
Navi
well.
is starting to make their push in as well from the south.
The thing is, you go outside the building, you get shut up by Twisted one side, Navi on the other. I like the idea, but just due to the surroundings, this is going to be incredibly hard. One falls, that's Beamy. Will be taken out, confirmed as well. So the Lookarook's now inside building once more. Has maybe Corexy back in? Yep, he made it.
Stolen away by Shalou as well. So 4 AM being opportunistic with their high ground as Roth gets revived. Has to dance around a little bit just to avoid that blue zone. He must have a jammer pack on, yeah.
Yep.
So Alcancia, despite getting one knocked, the C4 experiment worked kind of. They took out one, and
yeah,
they still now have to deal with these other two.
It definitely worked kind of. But now they're back. Well, they got 1 point off of it, right? They also got to play a knocked, but hey, we'll take that. Everyone, of course, right now waiting for that next circle spot. Somehow, Expendables are in the center of the circle. They managed to rotate through the fields north of Monte. Now find themselves set there. This next circle is going to be huge. Should go towards the west to some extent, but we'll see how much it's going to be. Nope, we center up completely. And from being center to being the most southern team to now having to rep north again, Expendables are sat in the ditch with really no one around them.
You see Buriram gets 2 of theirs back as well, but where do you go? Shiruz and Khan, I mean, that is
into the warehouses?
Yeah, I mean, you hope that maybe Forrest doesn't see you. Well, this is another issue. FaZe and Navi right next to each other. They're playing the ditches as well. They managed to avoid Falcons and E-Arena on that south side. Gen G starting to look over in that direction, though, as FaZe will be able to get Vard back on his feet.
And whoever claims this spot is gonna get a ton of points with, you'd imagine. I mean, everyone coming out of Monte Nuevo proper will have to fight for it, that's for sure. FaZe actually the ones leaving now, saying we don't want to stay here. They heard Arena pulling up, that we know Navi is just over on the other side. If this becomes a head-on fight between us and the Arena, Navi is gonna get the freest third-party opportunity ever. Let's not give them that. Let's leave.
They vote on
play here instead.
Yeah.
This is what you're given to work with when you're east of Monte. Monte Nuevo.
This is definitely one of the spots of all time here as we see Full Sense and 17 trading back and forth. Xiaobei down, Thanadol down, but neither one been flushed out just yet. Belmoth will try to land a perfectly placed Molotov. And it looks like it's actually going to hit. So Xiaobei, yeah, and now Xiaowu goes down as well. And that is 17 down to just 7700 and Ghost.
Yeah, take up to get the flush and Xiaobei as well. Little Ghost does get one in return. Thanadol had just gone out on his feet. Will be taken down once more. More util being deployed now by 7-7. Little Ghost to try and buy time for a potential rest to come through, but it's not going to happen. Both of them will fall to the hands of Belmoth.
All that's happening on the south side. Gen G is taking the fight to E-Arena.
వాళ్ళందరినీ గెలుపుతున్నారు.
770 and Little Ghost still leading with flashbangs. This is all back on his feet once again. Belmoth will get flushed out, so Full Sense not able to get him back up as Tigger gets spotted out. Good shots from him, but Flash with the low ground gets a Little Ghost, Lil HP. But he is able to dive behind the ridge.
There's so many open angles. Exactly. 4M on one side, Twisted Minds on the other.
Right
exactly. You're so exposed to. As soon as you peek over that ridge line, you are revealing yourself to effectively half the lobby, if not even more. Nice nade lopped on. Oh, 7-7 down to low on HP. Should be a push to come through as well. Flash able to get one, and that's going to be 17. Only now do we lose a team as the fights are now starting to pop off once more on that southern side too.
Been losing players, but we haven't been able to, haven't lost a whole team until 17. There's Bean gets back on his feet. Gen G back up to full strength. E-Arena, though, down to just Jacob as the rest of that squad has been taken out. Navi, though, you can see still with that wide split. Sosid has that wide angle. Do they even know he's there? I'm not even sure if he's taken a shot yet.
Nope. Circle, it's going to pop. Important one on that. Do we keep Monty and do we go into the open? Oh, wow, we go east. This is arguably the toughest circle we could get off of this. We are forcing effectively everybody out into the open.
They lost one C1 and they lost one C2. It could be a duo.
I'm safe.
In his hands.
Brew one knock on the south. I don't know what's going on.
We're pretty safe, Rez.
Don't worry about it, Dick. Let them give him comms. One of Brew's dead. They're 3.
Comms. Can I res you or are you getting naded to death?
Safe for now. No one knows I'm knocked here besides Genji either far.
They're pushing our building.
Yeah. You need lethal?
FaZe might crash us.
I think Genji's crashing.
Oh, it's
There's 2 dead. They're 2.
Oh, we just play the other cryo, I think.
Let's just get the kills on Brew. They're not
Okay.
gonna be able to get into it.
They're in our old building, I think.
Give a shotgun on the ground if you want it.
I think they're a duo, by the way, Brew. Nasty died and Edie
Pushing
died.
outside.
Comes. I'm gonna boost real quick.
How do you want to play this?
I want to fight from the left in a bit.
Left is fully open to
Yeah, I know.
2 full teams.
Yeah, I know. I think we should fight left, Matt.
I'm gonna have to hold the right.
They're gonna take space in front of you guys. Right, left.
Peeking here. One more.
One standing.
Naded him. He naded us.
Gonna go.
He's on it,
supposed
he's
to.
on it.
Yeah, he's
Snipe the first
I BZ'd for flush. Healing. We should go into the blue to kill this guy.
He's outside, pushing.
Come left, man. Let's kill him.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's dead. Play the game. Just do whatever you can.
I could send to the yellow dip. You want to try send?
You should send and I should rat.
You can play Blue, by the way.
There's a Genji
and then
guy.
just delay
in
that.
blue.
Heal, H1. Heal real quick before you go. Heal.
I got my west.
You have to heal or else you're.
I know.
There's 2 people in the blue and green. There was a guy on your west wall.
Forest, one
Sleep
knocked.
it.
Forest is next to you.
Yeah, Forest.
Forest is 2 knocked.
He's on. He's running at me.
Ah!
Anti.
Shit.
I don't know how Brew's there.
Himself,
They
I say
res.
that, but nope, Jarapack. It's going to keep him alive at least for a little while longer.
Keeps him in it. Scappy off on the northern side of this road, but he's been spotted out as well. Hard. Yep, there you go. You can see immediately once that new circle pops. Kiss is it's a full-time job healing up at this point. Oh, well, that helps. He's got like 3 first aids just lying on barrels right there.
Yep, not going to be complaining about that. You can, of course, heal
Oh,
your way through phase
C4.
6. A C4 now.
Good
Put
on.
up. Will he commit me here? You got 3 kills lined up for you if you send
That
it
is-
forward.
That
But
is easy pickings. But I mean, if you
there we go.
oh, Guyon.
Beep of doom. Does the car go far enough?
Oh,
Push!
oh,
Push!
keep going. It's going. It's going. Oh, it's
Oh.
perfectly placed from Guyon. He got it right at the peak
Nice.
of the hill. What a play from Begopa.
That was the perfect amount of speed to just casually stroll over the hilltop.
Goodness. It's like if you
Perfect.
ran out of gas and you just perfectly
Perfect.
had the exact amount of speed to get up over that curb into the
Yep.
gas station.
No
That was
match it was
beautiful
there
stuff
and
from Guyon.
Yep,
Once
nothing
you
you can do in the
position
side
the
of full sense there, other than just look into the eyes of the demon and fall to it. Here we see a jump shot from H1, which,
Okay.
by the way, guys, this will be, depending on the server we were playing PGC on, the last time you get to see a jump Panzerfaust shot, because that has just been patched
Oh,
in the newest patch. So
there you go. Patch updates.
save it for the history books.
Let's
It's
hope.
gonna be gone.
Well,
Thankfully.
Team Liquid sticking around in the blue a little bit there to launch these mortars into, well, pretty much nowhere. But meanwhile, you see a couple of teams really finding angles on each other. FaZe and Twisted Minds on the south side of this new circle.
Which
They
then
do have a hill in between them, but it's not much. And so
Nope.
Team Liquid, they're trying to find just any form of cover that they can.
Yeah, it's all, again, the pressure being applied from Twisted Minds up high, from the likes of 4AM on the backside too. Not easy to really do a whole lot with it as a Tongmo peeks over, finds the double, and finally Expendables eliminated, somehow ending up in 6th place given the early shenanigans that they put on, but able to do so in good fashion.
I figure out where 4AM's been going for breakfast these last couple of days, man. They are feeling it right now. As they are up to 6 kills, 9 points overall. They are 4 strong playing from the north. And now they've got their eyes over on Bagel Pa, but Bagel Pa's got eyes for nobody but Team Liquid, as they will find the knock onto Alo. Alo gets the trade onto Guyon, but will eventually get flushed by his own pulled pin.
Yep. Congratulations to Fex as well, hitting his kill. PGS number 200. Always nice that we get these anniversary scores.
Love that.
Up on screen. But Fex, they were able to find him right as it happened, so maybe there's a curse connected with it. As the push finally comes through, 4AM, they get the first one down. You have to imagine they're going to committing to this at this point. Xiaolu, Orc in hand, not even caring to look into the line of sight. Just keep it at hip fire.
Park Pro.
Yeah, they're slowing down once more, respecting the smoke.
Yeah, trying to go for the res in the smoke too to get Guyon back on his feet. Unfortunately for 4AM, the util just kind of shoddy. If we're being honest, the grenade's just going way too far.
Did he just molly himself? Oh no, that was not intentional. He wanted to get it over the ridge, but it didn't go far enough. Did not go far enough. Face eliminated. Twisted Minds continuing their success here as Team Liquid, I mean, they've been struggling to really get anything going despite making it into top 3, so good on them for the 5 placement points. But yeah, we see Luke was going to fall eventually, and now should be it. Nope. There he goes.
There he is. 11 kills now for
Incredible.
4AM. And it's a straight up 4v4 versus Twisted Minds if they can get Longs back on his feet. And the thing you got to notice the most about 4AM, it hasn't really been a one-man show. It's been everybody contributing. Shen holding that high ground right now, keeping eyes on Twisted and forcing them to stay back, not letting them go for the push onto 4AM while they were a little bit beaten.
My main concern for the sake of this lobby, though, is Twisted Minds, 3rd place in the first game, now top 2 as well. If we're getting a warm Twisted once more, we know PGS is their home turf. Wouldn't it be usual? Wouldn't it be normal at this point if they came out and won this tournament too?
Tale as old as time. Well, Lou has managed to sneak up right onto the other side of the hill.
12 nades.
With Shen here, yeah. You
12 nades.
I guess our utility count is working now, but 12 nades for Twisted. And so they stand to benefit the most if this keeps going to another couple of zone pops here. But you can see they're still spreading out. They're not overextending by any means. They know exactly where every one of the 4AM players is, so they know how aggressive they can afford to be.
Yep, Shen is kind of receiving the bulk of this right now. He's falling down. I was a little worried that Lou wasn't going to get up there in time. And oh, sorry, not Lou, but Longs wasn't going to be able to get up there in time. And in fact, he wasn't. Now he's there. But what was 1v1 now becomes another. Assuming that Lou is going to try and peek around that side. Maybe he feels satisfied with the ridge that he has here, waiting for the next circle. But
looks to be the case, is the 4AM boys, Xiaolu and Etong Mu, don't appear to be wanting to do any long southern wraps. Even if they do, Batulin's already there and waiting.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like Longs versus in a 1v3 essentially here against the other members of Twisted.
That's the thing, right? He's quote-unquote buying time, but buying time for what? I mean, Tongmu and Xiaolu, they're not really looking to go anywhere. So right now he's just isolated. He came up to help to fortify in Shen's position, but now he's been isolated by his teammates. Twisted Mind's well aware of this. Maybe, honestly, Twisted Mind's thinking there's got to be 2 over there, because why in the world would he be sat there on his own?
Yeah, this is...
you see they're looking for it. They're maybe as confused as we are.
I guess this is the safety play from 4AM, because they're really, I mean, they're not being active. They're not trying to find different angles. They're not trying to see if they can catch Twisted Minds while they're not looking in the right direction. But this just feels like we're going to try to play this as safe as possible. And while Twisted Minds, meanwhile, on the other hand, is being the aggressor. They're wrapping around. They're taking out Shen. They've got Longs pinned to the wall. Batu holding the backside and just waiting for a flank that will never come.
Exactly. And if you thought Twisted Minds didn't have enough kills already, just saw Perfectix 0 kills this game. 800 damage. Batulin's 700
I know you're pointing that out because you got him on your fantasy
Of course I do, but still, 0 kills but 800 damage. Just goes to show what a terror they have been to every single team on this server. Everyone, as soon as you pushed out of Monte proper, they were sat there shooting at everyone.
Yeah, that
500 for Lou as well?
That hillside spot that they had just allowed them to just free farm
Oh,
AR.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Into just everybody going. I mean, I feel like a lot of that was damage that was pumped into either Alcatsia or Virtus Pro for a long time, but
they all have over 500 damage. That's a rarity. That's a rarity. Let's see. They're pushing further forward. 4AM has willingly given up high ground control, and now we'll leave it into the utility. Maybe that's the play. Maybe they knew that Twisted had utility to work with, or they just backed off. I'm not sure. From having played so confident throughout, 4AM are now just proning it out, quite literally.
Well, if they can get one here,
yeah,
it'll be a step in the right direction. Obviously, you see Lou an example working as a duo, though. They're not going to get. They know this man is here.
Yep. Oh, keep crawling. Keep crawling. You cannot afford to tank 2 blues there, Blons.
That's half HP now.
Yep. There you go.
Easy knock for Lou. As Twisted Minds. I mean, they're just making 4AM do whatever they want them to. Yep. Xiaolu going to go down now, and now it is all down to Atong Mu. See if he can get something for 4AM's trouble, as the remaining utility in the bag is going to be sent over in that direction. Good spray from him will force Batu back, but it's not going to matter. Perfectix will put a grenade in his pocket, and Twisted Minds get the match win.
Clinical execution by Twisted. As we know, they rarely, if ever at all, throw games like this. I can't help but imagine that previous game had Perfectix spotted Scabby when he took him out initially, taking him out. That could have been back-to-back to kick off the grand finals. So then we were looking at a terrifying situation for the entire server to try and catch Twisted Minds with that big of a lead that early on.
And 4AM with a fantastic game for the most part, kind of spoiled a little bit by what looked to be kind of a rough plan for the late game. But either way, Twisted Minds get the win.
And that is Twisted Minds. Yes, they get a second in the previous game, well, third, I should say, but regardless of all of that, they then push themselves to #1 in Miramar, and that was dominating against 4AM toward the very end. Toffee is joining me as well as Avenger, but I'm coming to you, Avenger, for this one to start things off, because Twisted Minds is looking scary at the start of this grand final.
Yeah, man, as you said just before, someone's got to stop them, although someone's got to put something to stop them, otherwise they're going to run with it all the way. I also got to say, that eastern shift where everyone was in the south, the west, and the north, they were basically dead center and nobody behind them in the fields. What a perfect setup for them to get this one home.
They played it well, the big brains of PUBG, but I also want to give some big brain love to that early rotation by the Falcons with that E-pickup within the first like 2 or 3 minutes.
Like that.
That was super smart. Such a weird playing path, such a super circle. They knew they could relocate and loot and then get caught back up. I like that kind of forward thinking from our top teams.
But it didn't work out well for them. Well, they got stuck inside.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not
good.
Yeah, I like it angle, but you can't predict the future.
No,
right?
exactly.
So.
Like, the third, fourth circle jumps away, you're not going to put their first, like, as you said, very early game macro. Fantastic. I like that coherent kind of play. And especially, as the casters pointed out as well, the worst possible kind of circle for that playing path, right? And then to go on to the other side where you know, okay, it's going to be lesser populated. It's very classic. It's what Liquid did in 2018, 2019, right? It's like get on the other side of the circle, you know it's lesser populated.
It's something maybe we can look at in one of our pre-shows or something like that. We'll hold on to, we'll put a pin in that for now as we take a look at our top team from this game. It's 13 kills and a win for Twisted Mind. That is going to put them so far ahead of even just second place, really, so far, which I assume should still be Falcons. But anyway, what I do want to talk about here is 4AM. This is a big game for them, 11 kills. However, I want to pose this question to you guys. For me, in the late game, they looked a little bit lost against Twisted Minds. What's your perspective on that?
It was like Hansel and Gretel. They just the breadcrumbs were gone and they were just wandering. It really did feel that way. They couldn't seem to get together. They were just relocating to rocks and maybe throwing some utility. And once they ran out, there was just nothing else but to wait.
My big problem is that you don't do anything proactively. It's everything is reactive. It's like, okay, they're pushing us here, I'm gonna lay it down, or I'm gonna put a shield up. I want to see in that situation when you're 3 versus 4, your only chance is to bet everything on one side, put 3 guys on one side, try to push the 2-man, and try to lock it out. But 23 points here, easy for Twisted Minds as a full 4-man to lock that down.
Yeah, we can have that criticism of 4am. However, 17 points in this game is massive. That's some of the sizes of chicken dinners that we saw throughout the group stage for some of our teams. Bakerpa with 11 as well. As we take a look at the overall leaderboards.
Wow.
As you were saying, gentlemen, Toffees, it does not bode well for the lobby that Twisted Minds, our EWC champions, has 39 points after 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, like, exactly. That's not what you want to see. We said it at the start, and now both of them are at the top of the leaderboard, and I expect that to continue. Both of these teams, Martin, when they get started strong, they never really let off of that gas because their strategy is working, their system is functioning. I expect this to continue throughout the entire day.
And it's not worth for any of the teams either to go out and say, yeah, well, let's try to throw our game to stop them. Like, it's not until it's too late that people start stopping them. But I think no matter what here, if teams see opportunities to say, okay, it's Twisted Minds, we can have a third party here, they will of course do it. But they won't throw it. They won't go out of their way to kind of get things going for them and kind of shut Twisted Minds down. But a 16-point lead already, that's more than our 6th and down already has.
Yeah, actually, and to that point, I don't want to actually look at that right-hand side of the table just yet. It's 2 games into an 18 series. There is everything to play for. Gentlemen, we're going to go to a short break, and when we return, we move on to our wildcard maps here. 4 games remaining for today for our grand final.
launch की वो हो रहा Wait.
Making a mad dash for it. He goes.
They're moving towards the middle, just onto the controller. They don't take that level, and he's going to have to get it back on because Nader's good.
Oh, the Panzerfeld from A-low. Hurt back behind.
Will make their crossing. Peepa gets a great knock, actually.
Kibidi toilet update చూడాలి ఎట్లుంటుంది. Good doll ఉంది కదా. Noise. ఏమన్నంటే ఇలా 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 అంటారు అందరు ఇదే డైలాగ్. అయ్యో ఇది
Good luck and back to the casters.
Thank you very much, boys and girls. And yeah, that's a very Ricky Bobby mentality from the Falcons. If you're not first, you're last. And we'll see if it holds true all the way through the tournament. So far, so good for them, at least through 2 Angle games, as we see them kind of making their way across Shipyard right now.
Yeah. Safe rotations for Falcons, maybe actually setting up a camp here as well. Try and see if anyone's going the other direction. But with this circle, I'd be surprised if anyone was coming west to east over Shipyard. But, of course, stopping, scouting, making sure that the path is safe. And then
ఏమైంది దీనికి?
Look like they're going for just yet being probably a smart decision because Gen G is Gen G is right down the road on their west. As we check back in with FaZe over in Buksansa after taking out Forest. Get a quick recap of what happened. It happened so quick we could probably watch the whole fight.
look at this first knock, you see. That was why I was giggling when it happened. So James comes around the corner, gets the safety, but as that happens, Vex just comes out and goes, guys, what's going on over here? It's instantly mid by 2 bullets to the head. Oh, you love it when he's aiming for one guy and knocks another.
Beautiful grenade there by Vard.
Oh yeah.
As Forrest looked to decide, well, maybe we don't want to do that next time. We'll see. It's only one map, so, you know, that's...
I mean, they sat in third.
Yeah. Yeah. Sat in third. I mean, if you're going to do it, now's the time, right? Like,
yeah, I suppose.
When you're not having to drastically make up a big point differential. Well, although I say that, and
it's already happened.
Mine's already at 39 points. So, yeah, definitely probably don't want to be gifting points over to
that is
like
for sure.
FaZe Clan.
Now, one thing we haven't talked about too much is this first circle we've been presented with. A river right down the middle. Fish camp, slap back, right down there. And that's where we get the coin flip situation. And give me a coin flip here. Where are we going, north, south?
Oh boy, you put this pressure on me. You know what? I almost feel like it's going to go north.
Great.
Honestly,
as we know, red zones predict circles.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
Red zones and care package drops always predict circles.
Always.
Also, I'm going to say it's going to go north because that's where Twisted Minds is.
Okay, you're giving them they aren't good enough to win on their own merit. They need circle luck. Okay.
No, I just think they. I think. Look, if anybody's smart enough to know where this circle's going to go, it's going to be the boys from Twisted.
Fair.
And hey, and just right underneath them is Team Liquid, so I have a lot of faith in them as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Saw their kill stats there as well as Alcatsia. Now, well, they got a touch and weave for a moment as a red zone is, in fact, right on top of them. That's what you get for getting a Lynx and attack stock. You get a red zone, and now it's going to go even further north.
You're welcome.
Yep.
You know,
it's the price you pay.
Exactly. You know, if that's the price you got to pay, I think they're willing to pay it almost every time. As we got another red zone up to the north, so the red zone predicting the circle shift theory, as long as it goes back north, is going to be huge. As Tosi is going to spot out Alo, Team Liquid expanding their split into no man's land, and they will lose Alo for it.
Yeah, Tosi heard the vehicle initially, sat on the rock, waited for a follow-up to come through, and nothing Alo can do to try and respond to that, and or Sparking for that matter. Just get out of there as fast as you can. Hope that your jump scare didn't flip any liquids that you have on the table.
Hopefully not. Well, FaZe, after leaving Buksansa, are going to be making their way into the very far south side here of this circle, just on the eastern edge of Hosan, but they've got Navi just ahead of them. I'm imagining we'll see FaZe stop down on a hillside, do a little pre-scouting, figure out where they want to go. No hurry, as they are in zone. And really, we're just kind of waiting to see if this is good.
That's fine. Scout everything on the west, everything in the box, including yellow.
All birds are free on the side.
I don't see anyone green initially. I'm gonna have better eyes soon, but I don't see anyone.
That would be.
Green might be the best spot in the zone, bro. On this
That
spot.
would be Gen G.
South.
Holy fuck. Landing on blue.
That's actually not bad for us. I'm going straight to bridge.
Yeah, let's take
There's
bridge from
smokes on
yellow
green.
line slowly. We can always path under the bridge late. Matt's info.
With Matt's
We'll wait
info,
for
we
the
should go
window.
straight to the fucking. We
There's
should
a
go
team
straight to the bridge.
Already on bridge.
Yeah, let's take it from the west side though. Matt's
Yeah,
info.
yeah, I'm down.
We could fight them if.
Team driving across right now.
If they're not getting camped, if they're not
See where
camping,
they
then we're
go.
good to go.
Yeah, see where they go and see if we got beat on the backfill. On
Yep.
The bridge.
4 people just crossed. They're going down the coast on our side. Not really. No one's beating you. There's a guy on green. There's a first car on green.
Let's silent up and camp.
They're camping. No, they're not. I don't know about first coupe on green. There's a buggy crossing on the top. Dossie, sorry.
Are we low profile till it takes it?
Yeah, just wait. This team's crossing too, so I think both teams are just
Can
gonna
we not
cross.
just go all the way up? Yeah, pick up H1 Tig. I'm silencing. Are they all crossing that?
I saw 2 cars cross. There's another one crossing right now.
Kill the fat kid, maybe.
You guys can go under, but they're about to fight on the top. They're C-swapping on the top, on green.
Okay, do we
You guys
want to
can
go under?
right
there's a
now.
knock on yellow, Matt.
It's a 3v3 right
yellow,
now.
Matt. It's on the rock. I hit it.
Yo, I'm gonna cross under, guys. This is a big third party for us.
Got it?
Nice, Matt.
Can I go right or left side?
You can
Matt?
go right. Go
Okay.
right.
We
And
go
they're
right, we
fighting
stop
on
yellow.
green?
Yes, they're fighting green. There's one coupe by me.
Gen
Can we,
Z, one
can we
knock.
kill them, Matt?
Hey,
That's
if
what
the
I'm asking.
beach compound's clear, we want it. We want
Beach
yellow
compound
line.
is full clear. Just take
Okay.
it.
Goal is to get beach compound and play yellow line. Up to hill.
They're driving?
They're driving to camp. He's driving towards the bridge. You guys need to slow down, or cancel.
Tim, help us with this guy. Help us with
Yeah,
this guy.
I'm
Green
gonna-
mark.
yep,
One's on
coming,
the rock.
He's
on
jumping
top,
off.
and one's green.
I jumped off, Take. He doesn't
Kill
know.
the guy on green, Shrim, if you can. He doesn't know you're there.
Yeah, Shrim, I have it.
I'm
Yes,
driving,
switch
I'm
on
driving back
yes,
north.
please. I will peek at me.
I'll have a good angle.
I hit him hard.
15.
I can't see him. Is he in the smoke?
He's on the rock. One's on the right pillar.
I'll be able to kill the pillar guy soon. Just wait.
Is this Gen G, you think?
Yeah, I think he's taking chip.
Yeah, should be Gen Z.
I'm headshot.
On the rock, I can't see him.
Guys, there's a team on our
I'm
left.
dating
trying to
pillar guy. I'm
cross.
dating pillar.
One guy's on orange rock.
I'm gonna drive by this pillar guy. He's picking left
Yeah,
on
do
pillar.
You're getting hard camped. I'm getting driven into, guys. I'm getting into.
Did you just come compound? They're not driving into you. They're stopping.
Where did they stop?
They stop on the.
They come underneath on the right.
He's in the smoke.
One's
He ran
driving to
left
coast
pillar.
on green.
One guy's bridge on orange. Green?
I'm
I can kill that guy,
headshot.
maybe.
You gotta have his car.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
smoke
another
the bridge.
one. There's 2 there, Shrim.
They got smoked your drive.
Yo,
I didn't
hard
shot from
coast on
across.
orange,
Shrim,
guys.
come
hard
pick
coast
me up
on
or
orange.
I'm dead. I have a good
No,
line.
listen, he's on orange. I cannot pick you
Yeah,
up.
you're
I
Gen
would-
Z,
not
one
gonna
knock. Gen Z,
pick
one
up.
knock.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
getting
he
in his
crushed
car.
himself, Matt. Up top.
Yeah,
top bridge.
give me time. Give me
It's
time.
a duo. One guy's on orange driving away, guys.
I'm getting invaded.
Guys, there's a team trying to cross behind us on boats on green.
If you re-smoke me, I might be good
There's
later.
still a guy green.
Where is he
Trying to
resing,
cross.
Matt?
Can you help us with the guy under the bridge?
Hit twice on green. on
Where is he
triangle.
resing, Matt?
I don't know. Maybe
Top
green?
bridge. It was top on the rock.
He's
No,
not
it wasn't.
resing top.
B.
Just leave.
No,
Nice.
I knocked
That's
both.
a
Both
re-knock.
guys
Yeah,
on rock
just-
on orange.
Yeah,
No, there's one guy pillar still. Pillar on yellow.
Wait,
peek me.
what?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a 4 man.
just leave then. Bro. Just leave. Come play green. Get your flushes and leave. I'm gonna get blown up soon. I hit him hard on rock.
Are you able to
I thought they killed one. What the fuck?
get to yellow?
Yeah, we can.
Is Liquid not there?
Genji's
Nice
twisted.
kills.
Liquid drove across the map on pop.
Genji's
One
one
more knock on
active.
Gen Z.
I
Can you
honestly,
keep info on that? I could try to get that kill. I mean, I could take yellow, but
water shift's gonna go back to the west, so you
I
guys
don't know
just
where
play
knock
yellow.
is. Last guy's on
Last-
green. Last Genji guy's on green rock.
Could go south, west maybe.
Still getting shot by someone.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
I'm
know
gonna
who.
try to kill this guy,
Listen,
bro.
Twisted
I
is
get
on
this
your
one, it's
north, by the way. They're gonna cross the bridge late.
I think Liquid is in Hoppo and they might be resing soon.
Play for Blue Hill late.
If you have a
think he's-
repair kit, you could repair the glider.
I don't have any
You
gas.
think he's still on that rock? I could literally walk up on him.
Yes. Yeah, he saw him there very
Green
recently.
rock?
He's
Yeah,
still
he's
rock.
green
but
rock.
Not orange.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
people.
I'm
Okay,
out
okay.
of glider, brother. I'm out of glider.
Okay, just play Blue
Okay.
Hill. South is your threat, man. Hoppo. You're gonna get
Yeah.
wrapped with this end for sure. I'd puff it. Start shooting.
I
He
saw
has
the
an
coupe.
insane
I
spot.
think it's Liquid. Go into Hoppo.
He's running to my close rock, bro. He's on orange now.
I'm coming to peek, but
Twisted can cross behind or like swim across, so he's gonna receive pressure in the back. He has to fight you early.
Yeah, give me cons, please.
he's still
Get around
rock.
me.
can see everything now above you.
Can?
Yeah, I can see everything. He's just sitting on the other side of the rock on green. He has a car there. I don't think it's gonna be pop.
I'm gonna try to molly him, okay?
It's big rock. You're not gonna be able to molly him. You're not gonna molly him. Trust me. It's a huge rock. Triangle rock.
I have to try. I mean, right next to him. Molly looks
It's
pretty good.
pretty decent, but
Car behind you, Matt.
he's peeking the left side.
I heard a car silent up on you, Matt. Like south somewhere.
Well,
Yellow.
I think I need to just run down to you.
Yeah.
Pulling
Come to
trims
me.
in.
Come to me.
He can peek Matt on his rundown trim. Is it possible you get angled?
I should be fine.
Compound on the east.
Peeking
Yeah.
right.
I'm fine now.
Okay. FS is in orange. Yep.
Brew should be orange, or FS is orange, okay.
Yeah, it sound like that at least.
Yeah. No, FS is fighting.
They're
Might
on the
be-
hill.
Might be a Brew on orange. Unless it's a split with compound. But
It could have just lined up like perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
The team in green, the team in orange is the first team to cross the bridge, and they were playing like green line C1.
So quad maybe.
They were playing like green line
It's
C1.
gonna be Brew. It's Brew. That was dead center, and it's not Gen G, so it's definitely Brew.
Brew could be yellow too, Tig.
No, the middle of the circle is in the north, C1.
Is there anything that we can go
Gross.
to on pop that's like actually decent that wouldn't be taken?
Honestly, I think
just
you guys
got
are
in my
running at,
glider.
you're running at the
Someone's
bridge
in my
later and
glider.
fighting. I think you guys should
You
just
put
chill.
gas in it? You were out of gas, right?
It was,
No,
it
I
was,
was.
it was like 2 ticks. Luke 12's dying, so
How was
it's
he
not liquid
driving
on your
now?
hill.
Can we kill this guy?
Hard south.
No, I don't see him.
It has
could
to be twisted, no?
It could be twisted on your hill, yeah, if they swam across, but that seems wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that.
If you
We're
guys
shooting the
kill-
mortars, by the way.
If you guys kill the Gen G guy, you have a car to use.
We have a car already. There's a car in the back
Yeah,
side.
we have a
There's
car.
a car in orange, yeah.
I think you're just running yellow line
Bombs?
later for kills.
I think this is liquid on us.
No, Liquid's dying dead center. They got mortared.
He got res though, I think.
Not liquid.
Luke 12
It's
is
not
not one of the
liquid.
players that died.
Liquid's too
yeah,
dead, yeah.
Luke's not the one that died, so yeah, they're across.
What
my-
Not
about
liquid,
TE?
yes.
Could it be them?
I think it's twisted.
Yeah, he's on the
He's-
coast on my
It's probably
waypoint.
Batulin's trying to fix the glider.
It's twisted.
They're about to drive.
Driving north?
It
Was
could
that
be Arena
direct
as
south?
well.
Did I get 180? Was it
It's
south?
green. Yeah, it's twisted on green.
Okay.
What's our plan?
Alright.
I'm just running this on foot.
I think you run yellow line, let us fucking kill the Gen G guy. Is he still alive? Let me check.
Yeah,
He's probably on
should
the
try
rocks
that.
still.
Yeah, I think he's going to be on the same rock. Just
I don't know
burning
why
out.
they wouldn't have just taken orange though, and then played north. Like,
It's not 100% twisted. It could be Arena. It doesn't matter. The play's the same. You guys need to kill the Gen G guy. It's like the only available point. As soon as your back is free, like once the
Okay,
team
can
leaves
we
the hill
walk
behind
out?
us.
I
Push
think
that
you
to
wait
the
for your
left.
back to be clear and then you do it. As soon as their back's clear.
I mean, it looks clear. I mean, they'd have to be in
Push, they're
phase
still
window.
hill. They're on the hill.
I don't think that's true, to be
I
honest.
just
with
heard
you.
a sign, sir. But alright.
Try
It's
it.
compound.
Look, go edge though to kill this guy. He's not gonna be like.
He has a really good head peek on us, regardless. I'm gonna
Does
be
have an
I have
honest.
insane
two
head peek.
nades.
You have nades?
To drop a nade and team nade it and then push no.
Just keep your
If
nades
he's not
for
there,
later.
we shouldn't nade him.
Okay, so.
Block,
Car,
twisted,
Play to
crossing,
clear him.
I
He's
think.
distracted.
I'm flashing. Walk up with me.
Headshot, headshot. 100% head.
I got shit on, sorry.
So dude naded.
Hannibal, so he gets knocked. Falcons get wiped out by Bean by himself.
Yep.
The solo player from Gen G. Have we seen some solo heroics from Gen G this tournament so far? Well, we get to see some more there as Extends will get flushed out by Beamy, so that's at
bro.
least one more point picked up here for Virtus Pro, but a good grenade from Clories ends their run.
Yep, falls immediately after Clories. From throwing one nade, peeks right over to the remaining players on that side right after, but realizes now there's too much circle to play for. Look at the northeast control that the Expendables have right now as well, looking very, very good up here. Issue is that as much space as they have, they can't really contest, they can't really play around it as Pons finds his double on Alcatsia as they pull up in the arena.
A number of fights going on the south side here.
What?
Alcatsia down to just one as Cowboy with the big gun will spot out Opons. Can he do anything about Lyrics and Jacob As the Expendables, I mean, they are just flexing right now. You can hear them screaming in the background. They are feeling themselves here, but look at this. New circle pops, and everything to the northwest is going to come to a head. Let's see what Twisted Minds has in the bag.
They got to take the fight straight to full sense, and they got to do it fast, because now they're starting to realize that Burram is pulling up on this one as well. 3 teams entangled on the northwestern side. Same thing happening towards the south face. All for the fight between Alcatsia and E-Arena have opted to try and engage on this one once more as well. Vard peeks over, finds Opons, but this up here to the north is a really big one, because whoever comes out victorious here, if they get a couple of players in the next circle, again, I mean, they have a pretty decent spot up on that northern side.
Able to get Batulins back on his feet, so they're back up to full strength. They do have that snake in the grass behind them, and Bean, who has already proven to be very venomous. As there you go, Flash will go down. So full sense, they were looking strong and confident until they ran into the buzzsaw of the lobby, Twisted Minds.
6 kills and as confident as ever. They're hitting everything from one fight. I mean, they barely even get a chance to breathe before they start shooting at the next guys. Burram tried to leave this fight altogether, but Twisted saying, hey, you ain't going nowhere, trying to pull them back in their direction.
Absolutely not. 6 kills now, 4 in the bag for Perfectix, and they still have to make their way into this zone while the Expendables still working around on that north side. That might be the next fight we have coming up, but Cowboy is still collecting points for Alcatsia here on the south side. He manages to take one away from FaZe. Might be able to get another one if he gets close enough.
I mean, I say he's incognito with his ghillie suit, but then he also has the loudest gun in the game. The MG3 Lynx combo, not something you see too often, but he's making it work. Only 72 bullets to work with to try and take down the duo of Vard and Gustav here. Now, tanking Blue as well. This is going to hurt. They don't see him on the side. The finds one, finds the double as well. Cowboy unstoppable.
He gets 2. He'll get the kills as well. Make sure you collect those points, young man. You've earned them. Fex, the last player left alive for FaZe Clan. He is already in the zone. He was their foothold in the zone while they tried to clear out everything on the south side, but it didn't matter when Cowboys got the bullet hose.
Solo player left alive, racking up points for Alcatsia. What an insane ace to have in your pocket in a game that could have easily been a 0-pointer.
All right, Twisted Minds has made their way in. They have a tenuous hold on some foothills over here in the northwest. Team Liquid will get flushed out by Ruse from Buriram, so that'll be them down in 10th place. We're down to 21 alive, 9 teams left up. Buriram still making their way in. They've lost 1, but they have collected a couple of kills for themselves. They are going to be heading down towards the south side here as we once again see a full strength 4-man 4 AM in their way.
Definitely this game obviously has been a bit more quiet than the other one. They came in, rotated, they knew we have to lay low. Like, we're going to lay low while the chaos unfolds around us, and then by the end of it, when it gets a little more quiet, that's when we start flexing out with the numbers advantage, with our helmets and vests intact, and maybe some util to work with too. So look to see 4AM as quiet as they have been thus far. Try and take a fight real soon. Bean trying to heal, but he's being suppressed by Hackatory from all players on the opposite side of the circle, and Example finds him in the end.
Does go down, yep, but look how low he got Example.
Yeah.
Okay, Bean, well, Twisted Minds, man, nothing easy for them this game. They have been chasing these zones since the word go, and now they've got to try to find a way in here with 4AM once again in their way.
The scary thing is, I mean, you say it's been gone against them for Twisted Minds. This is how they like to play the game. Stay on the edge, take fights to wounded teams, get good third-party opportunities, and punish them instantly. So you try to put them in the worst-case position on the map, and they go, we actually kind of like it here.
It seems to work out well for them. Well, Buriram are wrapping around down to the south side, where Na'Vi have 2 wrapping around, looking to see if they can spot out Cowboy, but Cowboy's just healing through the blue for as long as he's able right now before eventually going down to it. I imagine Guyon gets spotted out by Batu. Big shots from the big leader of Twisted Minds. Not going to be enough to get him, as we see Na'Vi. I think they may have spotted out Buriram, and this might be the extent of the control that they want to have over this southeastern side.
Yeah, Buriram's going to be playing it slow as well here. They're inside circle now. Just wait and see the next one. Don't get knocked. Don't allow for anyone to lob a nade in from any distance. We know we're treading snake fields in the middle of this one. You have both Fex and Gurion. They're proned out, probably with some utils to work with.
Shout out to FaZe. I mean, despite the fact that they got absolutely
Uh-huh.
marked by Cowboy, they
What
got
the
9
fuck?
kills on their way up to 3rd place.
What a bush lo kuda daakundaledu.
Still in this thing, could still add to that total here as the Expendables are in grenade range
There
for
it
the
was.
solo Guyon. As he gets one, can he get the other Tanvu back on his feet? We'll try to, I think they got the initial knock onto Hakatoy. Yeah, and they're going to actually get it stolen away by 4 a.m. So Expendables will try to reset off of this as 4 a.m. and Twisted Minds now squaring off.
Big fight. Can Expendables try and engage in this? Twisted Mind is doing this now because of the knock on Expendables. They know they have to commit one to the rest. They can't fully look our way. We gotta take this fight right now. Is Goyon in the center of the circle with a mortar? What in the world am I watching?
An absolute Chad. Guyon all by himself. He's like, yeah, screw it.
He's finding people too.
And he hits Tanvu. Oh my
It's
goodness.
a solo in the center of the circle with a mortar and not a care in his life.
Why not? Why not, Guyon? You do you, buddy. You got this. Example gonna get the knock and flush. The flock.
The
I guess we'll
flock?
call it. It's what my brain wanted to call it. Guyon, though, still alive, still scrapping, as he has that defensible cover to hide behind. He's dead center circle once again on the shift, as Lu will get taken down and flushed out by Xiaolu.
Yep, circles keep creeping east.
The Lu v. Lu violences.
Xiaolu able to stay put in this one even after the vehicle explosion too, and Twisted Minds, of course. I mean, again, they just want to clear him out. They want to play backs free, but it's not possible right now. There's simply too many opponents around them.
Yeah, Battlegrounds really flexing out right now on that western side. They got to find a way to get in. They haven't run into the snake effects yet either, who is still down there hiding. Xiaolu is still got that hard cover, and the smokes will keep him alive a little bit longer. Perfectix, though, looking over in that direction, spraying through the cloud to see if it can maybe find the kill, as Bagelpod will finally go down. Guyon's reign of terror comes to an end.
Valiant effort from Guyon, able to get into placement points as well. Again, you can't request much from a solo player, but any single point he gets to make it a not 0-point game could be a big difference maker.
Not only that, but it was hilarious, and that is half the battle. As we see Perfectix still just holding down that angle. He's got his shotgun rider with Example. They've got 9 kills already. They are not concerned about making their way into this next zone before they finish off this man that would quite readily stab them in the back.
Ooh, maybe they get a little help from Buram running on over. Maybe if they're even lucky. Oh, that's a great shot connected by Dimas. Able to connect once more. Not oftentimes see Perfectix getting humbled in a peak battle, but Dimas doing a good job there. In the end, Xiaolu will go down. Not a whole lot more he could do.
Oh my goodness.
Once again, it's Rifts. I mean, Buram coming in with ferocity here.
Goodness gracious. Navi will get eliminated there, but Perfectix the last player left alive, as he collects another one, gets the flush onto Demasti. So Perfectix the 5 points. There you go. Rules will finally finish him out, and he will get into the zone in time before the damage is done. Meanwhile, sweet little Fex still hiding out in his defilade over off in the distance, and he has managed to get FaZe into 2nd place with 9 kills. Does go down, and the Expendables will get the win in match number 3.
They had a less than optimal start on Miramar today, but your reigning world champions came back, showed you how it was done here in the end of it. We said it early when they came in, they claimed that northeastern side. They had effectively the only space to maneuver, and they made great use of it.
I mean, it was working from Fish Camp pretty much from the word go, and they were able to hold everybody at bay and take advantage of all the other fights that were happening around them, and towards the end, just clicked it on again. But again, Twisted Minds showing up late in the late game, and FaZe, I mean, managing to get a 2nd place off that when you already had 9 kills, absolutely huge. But that was a big win for the Expendables. Let's throw it over to the desk to break it down.
strong finish from the Expendables, taking the east side and being able to run away with it. The world champions get a win under their belt for game number 3 here, as I am joined by Avenger and Toffees to talk about what's going on. But Toffees, it's the world champs.
You know, it's top of the show. We talked about Tanvu and what these guys are able to do. TE Sports, you know, when they won PGC, I think there's a lot of conversations about, was it because the lobby was a little mixed? What real, you know, there was more questions than maybe it was fair to them even. Do you think right now, Martin, that this is a win that says like, they're world champions again? Maybe?
We've got after 2 points in 2 games? No. And then, of course, winning here in match 3 is great, but for me, I want to see them win the games they're supposed to win, but also win the games or get a lot of points in the games they're not supposed to win.
Sure.
It's a lot of big games, and then on top of that, getting a lot of those 0 and 1 point games, right?
Yeah, being the fall man that threw caution to the wind and being able to win some of those fights as they did end up going down. I was like, wait a minute, that's us. What's happening?
That's the wrong camera angle, guys. What's going on here?
I swear, I'm not talking Singleton now. I swear.
I kind of liked it, Martin. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
But I think you're on something. Win the games that you're not supposed to win, but more importantly, salvage points on those games. And that's where the Expendables have not been living up to the hype.
Yeah.
Part of that, though, is the first 2 games, they got caught in some really weird early fights pre-10 minutes that I don't think that they should have been in any shape or form. So given that, when they avoid those early fights and get to the late game, it seems like they're a good team.
Yeah, it felt like whilst the East was clear, the West was anything but.
Yes.
And once again, I was terrified that we were going to see Twisted Minds, one of the only teams across the bridge on the other side of things, get another big game. And they kind of did. 14 points marked in for Twisted Minds means that I think there are 50-some points after 3 games. It's insanity.
The only team to get double-digit kills in here in this game, and on top of that, also getting 4th place. Insane. And also, I think the big part of this game here, obviously, when this circle goes west, a lot of teams are thinking, okay, it's a bottleneck circle.
Yep.
A lot of teams are not going to be west, but there's a lot of teams crossing the bridge. There's a lot of teams in gliders. There's a lot of teams just coming in from that western side. That actually ended up being a huge fiesta over there.
Yeah, indeed. Let's take a look at the total leaderboards here as we have a special guest in good old Teggleton to talk about these leaderboards. How are you doing, mate? And what do you think of your 3rd place? You do good. You get a lot of 3rd places at internationals, actually.
Yeah, we seem to be one of the best, most consistent 3rd place teams of all time.
How about the games overall, though? What have you made of them so far?
Honestly, it feels like if we don't kill Twisted, no one else is. The rest of the lobby needs to start, picking their hands up and throwing some punches back.
That's fair. That's fair.
You were saying that as James walked up next to you, and it's like looking like, do you see that? Like, we're trying too, buddy. We're trying too.
FaceClan is trying to.
I was very happy to, I heard some screaming at the start of the match, and I thought maybe Forrest was winning the hot drop, and then I saw James got first blood, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go. Up the boys.
Give me that microphone a second. James, come back. What do you have to say about that? 2nd place at the moment.
Yeah, it was a good hot drop.
You like the hot drop? It was good. Yeah.
Wait, why am I talking into 2 mics? Stop.
But I like that. If somebody doesn't stop Twisted Minds, already lie here from the beginning, they're going to run with it. And I think that's very real here, especially if you have this amount of points after 3 games. That's actually kind of insane.
You know, Shrimsy said if we're not first, it's 1 or 16 mentality. Does that mean that you guys are willing to start hunting Twisted Minds and kicking them hard if they continue to do well?
I mean, from game 1, if you listen to our comm stream, I said, I want to kill Twisted.
I love that.
When Twisted's in the feed, let's go kill them. And we didn't do it. The game played out the way it did. We won the game. It was fine.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Tiggleton. We'll let you go. Go back to the next games, as I will hold this that way for now. Okay. Away from my mouth as far as possible. But exciting kind of to see the perspectives here midway through the tournament from Tiggleton, as well as apparently James, who decided to say, yeah, we like that hot drop, and they did smash it.
I was going to say, I'm glad that he popped up.
Points.
It was. I'm glad he popped up because it was a great hot drop. It was kind of unexpected, and then the absolute chaos and speed at which they finished it was wild to me. FaZe was unfazed by that hot drop and came in really, really nice. That final grenade to end it was so hot.
The one big thing for me is when you hot drop in Buxanza is it's easy, right? If you lose one guy, easy instant recall. You get your guys back. You get to loot quickly, right? Sure, you might lose a minute or 2 on rotating, but still, that's 4 potential free points there. And if you're able to kind of stat pad that a little bit like they did there, it's good. So far, it's looking pretty exciting, but I don't want to see a team already after a couple of games have double the amount of points of 2nd place.
2 shout-outs I want to give real quick. Never mind. I love you.
It's time to go to Rondo. Let's do it. Thank you very much, Toffees, for that insight as we get it going. Thank you to the players for joining us here. If you want to shut down Twisted Minds, we know where they're going on Rondo. Over to the casters.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And unfortunately for Toby and myself, the players are previously occupied, so we will not be having one join us for this cast. But we are ready to head over to Rondo, where it feels like it's still Twisted Mind's lobby to lose. Again, 3 games in.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of time left, but they are rolling right now, man.
And their track record isn't exactly bad on... I mean, honestly, they don't have a bad track record on any map. But Rondo ain't one of them.
Tough to find.
That's for sure. As this plane takes us through, once again, no double planes. Maybe they've just been removed altogether. As we head pretty much straight west to east in this one.
One can hope.
Jadina City ending.
Jadina City.
Escalator ending.
We're still hoping for it. We're still hoping. When hope springs eternal. Well,
oh, sorry, go.
Oh, no, go. I was just going to bring up real quick that our currently top 5 after 3 games in kills. There are 4 Twisted Minds players and Kiss, which may explain the gusto to go hot drop there, maybe.
Could be.
Maybe it was a Kiss call.
Very well could be, but it was
hey guys, I'm feeling
definitely a kiss goodbye for them in that one.
That it was.
As we now get to see Circle just a moment from now. Twisted Minds, of course, as always, landing and sharing Test Track / Neo's Factory with Navi. Initially, they were fighting over it a bit. Initially, 17 was up there as well, but they were like, nah, let's not contest one another for this.
I was a little nervous there about Forest and Liquid, but it looks like Olympus is going to pull away, and that'll... Hey!
Wow! Would you look at that?
You think everybody's happy about this one?
Probably you, H1.
Considering all the wild circles we've been seeing, we get to see a circle that we have seen a million times before. Everybody knows how they want to play this thing.
Now, it's not often we get team comps, but since I have you here with me as the NA expert...
that's me.
We just heard Kickstart say, it's probably you, H-Win, it's probably you. What do you think was probably you, H-Win?
What did H-Win do?
Yeah.
That is...
All I heard was Kick said, it's probably you, H-Win. It's probably you. What did he do? What was probably H-Win? Chat, you can join in as well. Let us know. What do you think was probably H-Win? I'm not sure.
Knowing him as well as I do, there's a lot of possible answers to that question. Most of which I would say probably not suitable for stream.
And I do believe actually we have Falcon's watch party of you watch party today. So if you want the actual answers, you can hop on over there and probably go back in the VOD, see what they have to say.
Get a review.
Get a review.
Good VOD review. There you go. Get to see the stats from the old Expendables after their match 3 victory. Once again, Tanvu up there, 515 damage. Man of the match.
Some things never change. Beast. Actual beast. It's so funny how from, I don't want to say one day to another, but the explosion of Expendables. I mean, APAC for the longest time was Cerberus, and Cerberus only. And then... Expendables have a tournament and a half that's pretty decent, and then they come from that to dominance and then into PGC. I mean, it's just, and there's been no slowing down ever since. Here we see some of the highlights from Cowboy, who decided, you know what, I actually better when my entire team is dead. So, hey, what about that?
I'm sure Roth doesn't feel the same way, but I mean, this was, what a spray from Opans there, and Jacob gets the 3rd. I mean, that is a bold push from Alcacia. I mean, they had it. They really did, and it's just really, really good individual play from the Arena boys. Keeps them alive, and then fortunately for Alcacia and Cowboy, FaZe decides to come over and get involved, and he'll finish off Jacob before turning his attention over to FaZe. You can see Roth is so happy.
Good.
He's so happy to be playing with these guys.
I love that we're getting teeny tiny bits of voice comments in on these ones too. It's amazing. Absolutely incredible. Circle has popped a while back as we saw it, and so far no one has really opted to make quick moves. Again, and this comes to 90% being the Circle Center is quite, I don't know if this is a word in English, but unclaimable. There is really nothing to vie over. I mean, and even if there is anything, you know it's going to be taken by the first 2 teams that are there. So for everyone, I mean, look at 17, Forest, Buram. I could keep mentioning team names, but there's every single Edge team that would normally have moved in at this point or start moving now. They're still going, yeah, you know what, we'll take our time on this one.
Well, we got a chance to have an interview, so let's see who we got the chance to talk to this time.
ก็ส่วนตัวในทีมก็ดูแผนเรื่องวงมาเยอะครับแล้วก็พัฒนาเรื่องสกิลอะไรต่างๆมาเยอะมากครับเพื่อจะมาเก็บ
เก็บประสบการณ์ที่ PGS 9 แล้วก็ 10 เพื่อไป PGC ครับได้ครับเพราะว่าส่วนตัวคิดว่าทีมตั้งใจซ้อมมากๆแล้วก็ทำการบ้านกันหนักมากครับแล้วก็มั่นใจในเพื่อนร่วมทีมแล้วก็ตัวเองครับว่าทำได้แน่นอนก็ในส่วนนี้มีนักจิตวิทยามาช่วยเยอะมากครับแต่หนูช่วยได้เรื่องนี้เยอะมากจริงๆเวลาควบคุมสติควบคุมอารมณ์อะไรต่างๆเกมต่อเกมอะไรประมาณนี้ครับ
It's been beautiful to see the Thai PUBG scene really rise. They've always been good when it came to their macro play, but individually, mechanically, some of the players have been struggling, I would say. Regionally, they have been struggling a bit in some of these global lobbies years past. But now, I mean, oh, DPS. But recently, I mean, over the last year, ever since the rise of day trade and now full sense as well, it has been a joy to watch the Thai PUBG scene rise with it.
Absolutely, it's been a lot of fun watching Thanadol specifically. I mean, that's a kid that you know when he came onto the scene, everybody was talking about like, oh, this kid is cracked. Like mechanically, he's insane. And then, you know, it took a little while. He definitely didn't burst onto the scene the way some others have in the past. And it really feels like now that he's got this team built around him. Everything has just started clicking, and it's looking really, really nice for Full Sense.
Also, just, I mean, for the Thai region as a whole, it was always all Nerds, all Jacob, and then you see so many roster changes. Usually when you have a complete roster mania in a region, in this case in a country, it takes a while for it to settle. But I feel like right out of the gates, a lot of these teams have just come out so much stronger, as if it was the final piece of the puzzle that 6 teams made roster changes, and then everything worked out.
This is a no-fly zone. Mr. Shawu, he's actually going to get knocked pretty low as well. I'm not sure if that was all FaZe or if that's a collection, but he's got to land somewhere, and FaZe is right around there too. So the rest of 17, the rest of 17 still kind of sending it over in that direction to make sure that he's got somebody to pick him up.
Boys, I'm going to need to pick up. This ain't optimal, and it looks like Xiaobei is drifting through the Rise fields, try and make sure that he gets his teammates to safety, because if there's a player you don't want to lose early on, that would be Xiaowu.
Well, Nixie doing the Virtus Pro Air Force, making stops along the way, just seeing how far towards the center they can go. They're about halfway between the southernmost point and the middle, so this is not a bad spot for them.
It is the Virtus Pro Air Pause.
Ah, I see.
You see, because it's polar bears.
Polar bears. See, I've already made a couple of polar bear references, so I think we got to keep going with it. And that's on me. That's on me.
I just follow your lead, bro. If you make dumb jokes, I'll join in. I'll just hop into the deep end. Sometimes I'll do it even if you don't. That's my way of doing it. Having said that, again, slow rotations here. Honestly, it sounds weird, but I'm loving the pacing. Everyone knows the importance of points on some of these wildcard maps, especially when you only have 3 days of play. And there is just so much unpredictability on rotations, on splits. There's so much data yet to really be harvested from some of these teams or created on how teams split on this map, where they tend to play from. So everyone is playing extra careful right now.
Ooh, got a little close there. I could see, I think that's Roth mostly just kind of sending in mortars by eyesight. Not going to find Falcons this time, but I think he did spot out that forward duo of FaZe coming into the north side of Yulin, so that'll have to be top of mind as we check in with Buriram, who also have their own Air Force. And Khan coming in from the east. They're going to be pushing into that Neox factory, getting pretty close.
And Forest has one too. Everyone's loving the esport, or they'll just not esport, just hot spawn gliders in this game. Always convenient when you know exactly where to go for it. Let's see as they make their way further forward. Nixie's going to fly on that southern side again. So much space to play in this circle. When it's slapped down in the middle, then everyone's going to take their time. No one's going to aggress center early because A, teams are split. B, next circle is going to pop, and then you might just be like, you know what? Why did we hard commit to fight over this one compound when there's when it's not even inside the next circle?
It's fair. Well, Buriram being a little bit aggressive here, getting very close to the factory, and you can see they're within range of the guns of Navi and of 4 AM just off to their south. So this is a very gutsy push from Buriram. It looks like they're paying off right now as they're trying to head towards center circle, and now Twisted and Full Sense also getting a line of sight on that as well.
I said no one's going for it. Buriram, their only team that really opted to go early on here as the new circle. Pups goes, well, I mean, as center as can be to repeat. So both them and Virtus Pro reaping the rewards of that center circle. Issue is, I mean, the fact that we have a phase 2 and almost all 64 players in without anyone shooting at each other, you'd have to imagine that's going to end real soon, because again, the dead center is an open field, and now the fight is starting to take place.
They are 17 pushing in to that test track area, and they knew what to expect down here, and they're going to run into Batu. They take him down, and Perfectix a little bit on an island here. The rest of the boys you can see off to the north. Lou is going to come over here and try to provide some support, but will it get there in time? Meanwhile, the Expendables crashing onto the 4 a.m. compound. Atong Mu already knocked.
Not easy for them whatsoever. Expendables won the previous game, trying to come out victorious here again. So far able to get 2, but Long's able to get 1 in return. Making a run for it now. Should have this actually bring get to safety, as he will see his friends get taken on out and cleaned on up. Duck Juice claims point number 1 at 11 minutes on Rondo. That's a new one.
I mean, that was just a symptom of the circle, like you said, right? Everybody knows what to expect. This is the most basic Rondo circle that we'll ever see, but got to give credit where credit is due to the Expendables. Full-on crash on the 4 a.m. and they cleaned that up about as quickly and cleanly as you would like. Long's still alive for 4 a.m., pulling away in his Huffy just off to the east. He's going to have to find a way to make his way inside the circle here as Forrest will try to find a new place to play.
Yeah, they're getting themselves reeling tangled by Genji here. Olympus is literally a half-mile away from his teammates. I'm not sure if this is a big-brain play of collapsing into the position from each their side. I know he's in a glider, but he's scouting forward for them being shut up by 3 teams. I mean, this is... you've got to have seen there's cars down there all over the place.
Yeah, pushing into... I mean, that's the point of having the scout, isn't it? Is to know where to push. Songchang will land the last shot into Scappy. I'll take him down and try to clean that fence away to find where his quarry lies.
But
looks like they'll be able to smoke him out, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the strategy here? What's the idea? They're sat within 8 range of one team. They're sat in a valley being spotted by 3 teams. They had a enormous Genji split they could try and punish. That entire western wrap, that was possible. But, of course, when you only have 1 pair of eyes in the sky, it's not always that easy.
Maybe trying to bite off a little bit more than they can chew.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Would love, yeah, nice grenade from Akan, and that was about as much as they're going to be able to get, though. They're getting peppered from range as well, so they can't afford to just free farm over here. So that's the one good thing Forrest has going for him. But you see, as soon as those smokes go away, Team Liquid staring right down the barrel at him. As Perfectix, looks like he has been able to escape. He's got the mortar. Wonder where those are getting sent.
From beautiful beginnings to mediocre mids for Forrest right now, looking at potentially yet another 0-pointer here. As hey, finally, say, you know what, we've had enough. Let's get out of here. Olympus, where are we going? Well, nowhere in that car. Oh, and then you have the EMP as well. Timing could not be any worse.
Back to the rock. Back to the rock.
You know what? It wasn't that bad down here. Let's go down and see if we can play it. Oh, well, nope, still not viable. Okay, no mind.
Rock of safety. As Olympus continues to fly around. It looks like he's going to crash land just off to their north. So Team Liquid had eyes on that as well. A few shots being sent over in their direction. Twisted Minds was able to get everybody back on their feet, though, after that push from 17. So no harm, no foul in the end for them. Navi has to leave Neox factories. You see Batu getting the knock on the Purdy Curdy. Buriram already on the move once again. They went dead center last time.
Yeah.
Why not try it again?
Yeah, it worked out last time. This time around, though, everything is taken. They will realize that real soon as they come running over that ridge line. Norins able to find one. It's actually going to be Lyrics to find the knock on the first, but they are also nade bait all the time and couldn't be any better. Falcons shut them down. They left themselves exposed to the compound up high. And Khan with a nade in hand was lined up for a double kill, but shut down right before he was able to throw it.
Ruse able to escape for now for Buriram. But as you mentioned, there's just not very many safe places to play. As good shots there from Virtus Pro. Or actually, I'm sorry, that's Full Sense. 2 orange teams. What are you going to do? He's going to put them right into the jaws of Na'Vi, though. And the Expendables also making their way into this same area. As we check in with the replay on the 4 a.m. How the Expendables just dispatched with this squad so quickly.
Yeah, they knew exactly where the head was coming in from. There was only really one good angle they could approach, and they set up a great trap on it there. Sunway able to get the first two, and Duck Juice with the last as well. Of course, one 4am player still alive in this game, but he's on his lonesome. Maybe going for reses right now.
There you go, Tavo with his 200 total kill. Akatori, meanwhile, finished off Ruse, so that's Buriram down and out. They'll be our first team out of the lobby, as Na'Vi still trying to figure out where they want to play this one after leaving that Neox factory.
It might just... Here comes Purdy, strolling on a clear summer day. Well, it's a little bit overcast, but other than that, it's pretty fine. Making its way forward with a gun that probably weighs more than his vehicle.
He's
on blue, orange somewhere. Yeah, he's leaving orange right
I mean, as long as Falcons don't extend and look out east, they can't really do so without leaving themselves exposed to the teams around them. So,
on green.
Yeah, he's one underneath us. I don't have nades. I have no lethal, guys.
Yeah, he's one underneath us.
I don't have nades. I have no lethal, guys.
I have 2.
Big, what about you?
He's flushed underneath us,
I have
guys.
0 lethal. So EA 1 dead. Forest is 1 dead.
GigaFed. Our biggest threat is this guy under us on orange
Yeah,
somewhere. I don't know exactly where he is. I can't watch him.
It's one of Begapal you should never run as, but just watch. If you call him as a threat, you can
cannot
watch
watch him.
Okay,
I cannot watch him. Is what I'm saying.
Let's not
I
worry
just
about
called
it
in
too
a BRD and
Boys.
boys.
We could put a Dacia in the corner on blue. That would be really good because you can jump on top of it and peek over the wall, I think. Right?
You can take the Dacia on me.
Forest is not wide.
This Dacia is really good. You shouldn't move that one. It's really
Forest.
good.
Forest is 2 dead.
Force is solo.
No, they're 2 dead.
This scrappy. Yeah, okay, Kiss got.
Yeah.
Listen, I always thought from C1 that green line was a split, and one of them on green got flushed. So there might be a solo green, or my info's bad, but I'm pretty fucking
green,
sure.
1 blue. I think it's a split as well. We saw the creep on the shack. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
I'm pretty positive. And TE's a duo on new green. Okay, is everyone understand?
Yes. TE's duo on green.
Green line should be the same team.
EA is green
No,
line.
they're not 4. Yes, they're green line, and one's dead. One other.
And that's just kind of an encapsulation of what Gen G has been doing this whole tournament, really, and just playing those edge positions and just splitting themselves out as long as they'll get found out. But just doing that that area control, and hasn't worked every time, obviously, but when it does work, boy, they get a lot of kills for it. As Forest will lose their vehicle and lose their lives. We'll donate 1 over to Begopah, and 1 will go into the pocket of Purdy Curdy.
Yeah, double 0 pointers in the wildcard maps for Forest Gaming. Unlucky, given their good start to Miramar earlier. Hopefully, they can turn things around as we head on over to Erangel after this one. But for now, again, it's still everyone's saying, nah, I don't really want to be inside the circle. It's not good. I don't have anywhere to play. So they're trying to take these fights earlier. Twisted, trying to fend off against Na'Vi.
Yeah, the hills for Twisted are looking okay for now.
Yeah.
They've got eyes on Na'Vi, but the question mark here is Begopah. What are they going to do on that northern side?
Yep.
Do they decide to stick around there, or do they decide to push a little bit further, especially considering the fact that they've got the BRDM?
I mean, we saw it from Twisted. What they're doing right now is they're maintaining space. They're saying we don't want anyone close to us, because if one team fights us, other teams will third party. We don't want to be the victim of a third party situation. We want to have a chance to set up third party aggression on other teams. Na'Vi losing 1 on rotation there. I mean, of course, it's when it's this late in the game and you're in the open, you can't really expect to stay alive through all of it.
Yeah, losing Hakatori is not ideal for sure, but well, it could have been a lot worse, and it might be about to get a lot worse. Now that they have seen Begopah kind of set up on the north, they can focus their full attention down here on the south, but a good knock from Ferris as soon as he gets traded over by Tigger, too. So Full Sense from the south have eyes on this, and they're actually pushing it. They're crashing.
And again, this is perfect. Twisted Minds, they force Na'Vi off. They say, great, now we want to set up a third-party opportunity for ourselves. Full Sense is coming in and helping them out and doing exactly that.
And Na'Vi is in a world of hurt here. Extends will get the knock on the Perfectix with 1 HP left. And we'll have to drop back down. Sosid very hurt as well. And they are just going to survive as long as they can. But look at that, 3 knocked onto Twisted. Nobody getting flushed out just yet as Batulin's trying to make a run over there to see if he can get somebody back on his feet.
Yep, all of this commotion on the eastern side of the circle. In the meantime, on the west, it's all empty, all quiet. This northern fight has big ramifications as well. If Liquid can hold out Bagelpie, if they can force them off, maybe towards the west, maybe into face lane, they're going to have a lot of space to maneuver here in the north.
Okay, Guyon taking a couple of frags to the face there as Alcatsia will get eliminated there in the end. So we're down to just 41 alive, 12 teams remaining. Still a lot considering the phase of the game that we're at. Genji on the move. I'm going to just run close enough to get those Alcatsia crates, and now they know that their entire south side is free. They just have to avoid the line of sight of FaZe.
Yeah, I like the idea that they have to wrap around FaZe Clan, staying at an angle from where they can't really engage them from afar. Na'Vi somehow still in this, despite being peppered by both Full Sense and Twisted at the same time. But, of course, able to do so. But now, though, shuts him down. And with that, even more points coming their way. They were down to a solo player, and Lou was able to get 2 back up, but it might just have been for nothing.
Well, they're back to a solo player, as Lou.
They take turns.
Unfortunately, this time, the blue zone is pushing right across on his back. An example, looks like he's been spotted out by Tigger, so that'll be a point collected here by Full Sense. Let's see if they can get Belmoth back on his feet. Looks like they've got a man on him going for the revive right now as Akan just with 5 HP, just rolling around in the BRDM.
Yeah, he's good. He's vibing. He's chilling. Xiangyang looking to try and see if they can get some knocks with util. Well, it's gonna come the other way. Purdy, yet another master of the util usage. Able to find a nugget at a distance there as it goes for the spray through the smoke. Not able to hit anything.
Purdy Curdy's got the, oh my goodness, Purdy Curdy's got the M249 and he's got 5 HP after taking a BRDM to the face. Luke 12 goes down, Akan gets traded, and Sparking in the perfect position to capitalize here as Songjang trying to make the push in. He gets spotted out, and now Bagelpie is just down to 1.
Quiet start to the day for Team Liquid, but they're trying to make something of it here. Issue is there's no pressure on the side of Falcons right now, so Shrimsy and Kickstart has free reign to peek out from the northern side and engage them down below.
And Park Pro steals away Purdy Curdy as well, so he might be able to get Guyon back on his feet while that smoke still remains. Alo and Sparking, the last 2 players left alive for Team Liquid.
Yo, they're not in on orange, guys. They have to run. They have to run in the white open, guys.
Yeah, raise that kick.
Park Pro's not.
Okay, both teams are 130 I think right now. Not 100% Bagelpie, but Liquid is
Flushed. I don't have a lot of bullets out.
Bagelpie is 1 knock, 1 standing. Liquid.
Last Liquid guy's on green. The other guy Liquid's guy's on green. 100%.
Green? No, that's 17. I think Liquid's still on orange.
No.
I just killed a guy under us. Yes.
Alright, let's have good levels, boys.
You might be right. I don't know.
I know I'm right, but it's only 1 guy. Okay.
Just comment a good volume.
Listen.
Blues, 2 guys are twisted. They're smoking right now.
Liquid's 3 dead. Bagelpie is Park Road outside the zone. They're 1 dead, 2 dead,
Liquid
3
solo
dead.
on green and just on orange. Driving.
It's 2 solos.
So you think this is solo on green?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Solo on green.
Oh.
He's driving into it. They're driving. Hit.
Liquid
guy,
solo's-
last guy.
Yeah, listen. I think we killed that guy.
Hey, go
Hey,
pause
no, we're actually good.
Twisted's trying to run right with smokes.
Yeah,
They
they're
have a
gonna
good
swing away
line.
from us and deny.
Let me take your
I
car
need
so we
to-
can get on the roof. Actually, I can get on the roof.
I need my spot. Yeah, you can get on the roof.
I have 40,
How do you get on the roof? Like this, right?
That's it. You have several cars to do it with. There's a guy on the blue mark. He's in the red spot. They're both in there, and they're throwing nades on the team under them.
I'm just gonna nade it.
Is there a lot of 5s, guys?
We can
On
save
green.
Nice, FS on mark, well done.
They're already 1 dead. But
Yeah,
Dylan's knocked.
twist. Yeah, 1 more is standing on twist.
He stole
He's
my
not planting
kill.
smoke somewhere.
EA. Got
Nice,
the
good
kill.
steal.
Nice. We have no
Nice.
lethal for later. Full convoy southwest. Crashing.
There's still a twisted guy on green.
Yeah, he's in the smoke there.
Guys,
They-
EA's.
They killed him on orange, guys.
He knocked 3 of VP. Running on me.
VP is 5.
Fucking crashing, bro.
Get the Panzer if you're gonna use it. Get the Panzer. This guy's
I'm
hurt.
looking for green. I'm looking.
Someone res and
I'm
someone
on roof. I'm on roof. I can hold. Don't worry.
I got the res.
Okay, your res.
Make sure you can take it.
He's dead. Insta.
Okay, guys, listen. Fucking. It's EA in the dip, and FS is 2 standing, I think. Another one just died of EA.
FS has lost 2 players.
Yeah, and they're on green. We need to sweep our east.
How many is VP?
Yeah.
They got 3 knocked just now. I think
They're
they're
dead.
resing.
VP's insta.
Okay, well then there's just solos and shit.
Yeah,
in a
boys,
duo.
listen.
Alright, we need to
Pull
take
up
that
on
guy's
blue.
spot.
Listen, Let me play on the roof. I can smoke blue for you guys on the smoke gun right now.
FS is dead. Green is dead. It's
How
just
big
EA
EA's
duo.
three, yeah?
EA duo.
Yep.
Listen, they're
let's take that
peeking orange.
space.
They're
Get the
peeking orange right
cars,
now. I marked it.
Take space is 3. With the
Yeah,
roof.
you should play roof.
Take your speed on
I
the
will.
roof.
I will. I'm gonna smoke blue.
Okay, I'm in your car, H1.
I'm gonna pull up on
We
blue
don't
direct.
drive, I don't think.
Here, run out. I'll drive over
Okay.
the Panthers. Run out with him.
Okay, sure,
Max.
yeah.
I'll drive
Is
over
there
the
a
You
body
don't
to loot
drive
here?
No.
Blue.
I'm
That's
30
it.
bullets out. That's or no bullets out. Sorry.
I'll give you 5s as soon as I get to you.
But yeah, there should be a body closer.
I'm coming over. Hold Tig. Hold cross.
I'm not roof
Oh, I
for
think-
2 seconds. 17, 2 knocked on the west. We
If
can
I don't
do
think
this.
they're green. They're not
I'm
green.
dropping you 5 soon.
Okay, they're not green, man.
I know they're not green. We need to take an edge anchor. It makes this fight easier. It's only a duo, guys.
I have a Panzer.
Duo?
Yeah, it's only a duo.
Put Panzer in my car. Just pick it up. Just grab it. Yes, we need it.
I don't want a Panzer. It's head.
No, wait, they're fighting across the zone on. Knock
Yeah,
on
but
orange,
there's just a
Tig.
duo.
Yeah, same.
Listen, one of
Nice,
them's
one
underneath
knocked
us.
on
Let's wrap edge. One's
Yeah,
in the
let's kill
dip.
him.
He just jump spotted right in front of me.
Where's I think
Where? Mark.
Like behind green.
Alright,
Flash
let's
and
keep
push.
peeking
Take an
together,
edge
yeah.
angle. Slow down.
Yeah, I'm going.
Tig, get an edge angle.
I'm doing it.
Wait for Tig's
One's in the
edge
car.
There's a
by
car
the
on
way.
orange. Car on orange. Careful,
angle.
careful.
Put a
We can take
Panzer.
that.
You're blocking me. Careful. You're blocking
Listen,
me, Matt.
there's only a duo. One's orange, one or maybe orange. One's in the dip. The
I don't
BB
see him
dip.
on orange, boys.
Can we sweep left?
Yeah, just kill him.
Yeah, push left. I have the angle.
He's close.
Grab-
His teammate's
Grabbing
nading.
U-tone shit.
Still nading.
It's really good.
We don't want to give our high ground.
They're both boys.
I'm healing, boys. 1 sec.
I marked his
I'm
car.
boosting. You think they're both on blue?
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah, they are. Do we have any lethal?
Panzer in my car.
We don't have
No,
high
I
ground,
have
by the way.
no
We have to kill
lethal.
them.
Can we panzer this guy? Yeah.
I'm gonna Panzer blue if I see him.
Play up on a rock
I'm
on the left.
smoking so we can peek.
You're gonna get fucking. Yo, we just need to run it down at these
Panzer peeking
guys.
this.
Yeah, please.
Run in the open far.
I'm smoking a line for you guys to get down.
Blind.
Flash in middle.
They're playing out of my yellow. They have another car on the right by blue that they're on or something.
We do need to
Okay.
drive into them almost.
Yeah,
I'm bringing an extra
I'm hitting
car.
an angle right now. Can you guys start having motion towards them?
I'll have a car on orange. I could drive into them in a second.
If you guys flash them, I can pull up.
I don't have flash.
I
don't have
flashes.
flash.
Yeah, I have
I
flashes.
have flash, but
Okay,
it's not
start
good.
flashing and
Yeah, we should take this bus and drive into them, honestly. Or do you think we can play slow? I don't think we
slow.
can.
Let's take our time peeking them.
I only have 40 bullets.
okay, one's on the
I can
bus
give
on
you
blue,
ammo, Matt.
100%.
Come to me.
I'm
I'm
gonna
dropping
Panzer
ammo.
blue. Can
We have
we
to do this,
peek
guys.
them?
Two of them in this car. Two of them in this car.
How are we doing
It's
this?
not good. We have to listen. We have to drive into them.
Let's use the car. Double
We
wing
should play
for
with
a
both.
minute. Use the car.
I hit him on the bus. I might have hit him. He's nading.
Yeah, go.
Taking tree.
I'm hitting this rock.
I'm panzering him.
I already did that. He's in the bus right now. There's one on the triangle on blue and one on the bus.
Where's the
Can we
bus?
just walk up?
You mark
Bus
bus?
is on the rock. He's behind the rock now.
I'm
you
I'm
flashing.
flashing behind the rock for you.
Yeah, I'm walking up.
Triangle
Knock
bus,
triangle.
Slow down.
Panzer him. Not the panzer him. Chill,
Kill
chill.
bus.
Nice.
Okay, 4v3.
High right. High right.
It's a Marty dump. Fuck. Do you have any smokes you could res
I knocked one on the ridge.
One's green
Any-
still. I'm
Healing shot?
resing.
It's
I don't
two
have-
alive.
Okay,
Two
yeah,
alive,
it's two
guys.
standing. I knocked him by blue.
Okay, there
One's
should be a guy
gonna
on my
res on
edge.
edge.
Guy on my edge on
watching
orange.
red right
res.
Both on your edge.
Both edge. Both edge.
I don't have time to like take ground here, boys.
We're okay. Can they res
We
or
can
not?
push edge. We can push edge.
Knocked by blue. They can't run.
Slow it down. We win if we slow it down.
They're running at me. I knocked one.
Yeah.
One on green.
They're not playing res. Yep, I got my flag.
Alright, one
Go down. Just take zone from them, H1 if you can.
I'm just
H1,
gonna.
if you go all the way left, you can just take zone.
Yeah, my car's popped. I need you to do that, Ashman. I can't move until you do.
You can res now, no?
No,
No,
it's
no,
one
it's
guy
4v1,
alive.
guys. 4v1.
He's throwing triangles.
Pushing left. I'm in the
Wait,
wide
I'll
fucking
come to
open.
my angle. Come to me.
Not have motion. You guys need to push edge if you can.
Edge
We're
is
fine,
fine.
guys.
Yeah,
Just
we
chill.
don't have to push,
We have all the
guys.
time.
We
I
in
don't
the
want him
world.
to deny, so just come with me.
Yeah,
Let's kill him.
yeah.
I'm going now. I don't want him to deny.
Wait, Ashman, slow down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good boys. Good fucking
Good
shit.
job.
Good game.
Good too.
What the fuck did he do, bro?
There's a team you don't want to feed points over to when you're this done, it would be them. But Valley never do that.
If there's a man that loves Panzerfaust more than this man, I don't know where he is, but they see if they can. Okay,
not.
Fex.
You
Yeah,
know
this
what,
might be the
1v4.
play here. Is Fex and FaZe boys in third place overall deny the point to Falcons, but they got enough already, and that is going to be their
You know, speculation has been rife across all of social media. Is the desk blessing real? Because Singleton came up here, James came up here, they were talking to the desk, and then they get a 1-2 ear on Rondo. But Falcons rounds things out. Toffee's an Avenger joining me. Toffee's Falcons.
It was good to see the last game, the PGC champions take the win. This game, the PGIS champions take the win. The Falcons truly fly to another victory. But again, this one I think was a little more methodical. That late game approach by the Falcons here on the outside took zero risk. And I think that's when you look at them versus group stages in the finals, is why they are a different successful team.
Methodical and proactive is what I like, and how you lock down this spot. The 4 nades from FaZe Clan onto the rest, that could potentially have made it a 3 versus 2 for FaZe Clan. None of them connected, didn't even get the flush, didn't get a re-knock or anything, and that's where the big impact was for this year, for the late game at least.
Of course, a deny by Fex there at the very end. Fex just walked past me and said to me, Falcons didn't want me in a 4v1, all right? He had to, he just, you know, he spared them. I understand, Fex, you're looking big at this tournament, but regardless, Falcons, this is actually, memes aside, this is very important because we were definitely deeply concerned about Twisted Minds running away with things after those first 3 games, Toffees. Now that's not to be the case.
Quote unquote, if no one stops, if we don't stop Twisted Minds, who will? Said Singleton when he stood up here, and they come out, they take that fight, they set that backlog, they kept Twisted Minds from coming in. You can see the frustration on Twisted Minds' face because these are 2 teams that are pedigreed, are experienced, are champions.
And it came back to what we said just before we went into that game. Everyone knows where Twisted Minds goes. Everyone knows they're in test track. With a circle like this, Avenger, it was the perfect opportunity for these teams to have a barrier set up to make it hard for Twisted Minds.
It's actually a home turf circle. They should have said hello and said no.
Yeah, definitely. Our 10 kills will go the way of Falcons at the top. FaZe Clan with 9 kills as well. They're in that podium kind of situation that's going on. And it does bear the question, Avenger. Obviously, I think FaZe Clan's had a lot of question marks around them this year. Absolutely, not getting to some of these lands. I wonder if they believe this roster is just better on LAN compared to the online situations. What do you think?
I definitely think so. I think for them, globally, it's a better one for them here. But Shrimpsy with the 6.
Damn.
Also, Opons with the double nade and the follow-up.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. Virtus Pro, I swear to you, they hated that.
Right?
They hated that.
Well, I mean, like, Opons does with nades what everyone else has to commit 2 C4s to accomplish, right? Like, we saw the kill feed and thought it was a C4 attack by Opons, but no, it was a 4-man crash that he just absolutely massacred.
Yep, and he guarantees 13 points going the way of Arena. That's very important points for them as they were a little bit further down that table, but 20 points goes the way of Falcons challenging for those top spots, and FaZe with the 15 as well. It's a fight back for 17 Gaming, Martin, because they had looked brutally difficult to have any points in the previous games.
As you can't get any words out about them, I'm not going to say too much about them either, to be honest.
Not much to say.
It's not much to say, but
Agreed.
once we get to Wrangle, they should definitely be stepping up the game. They have one of the best drop spots here.
Yeah, they move into 11th place. Meanwhile, up at the top, that podium is separating themselves already. 58 points for Twisted Minds. They got a little bit here, but not much. Falcons with the fight back on the 46. 42 for FaZe Clan. We need to see the challenge against these 3.
Here's what I love about those top 3. Sure, the brands have changed over years, the logos have changed, but those rosters are rosters that we have seen, those players that we have seen on the top of leaderboards for years, since the beginning of PUBG, and for them to still be doing it 8 years later is, like, always incredibly exciting for me to see.
Your thoughts, Martin?
A big jump, of course. The 17 points from 3rd to 4th is huge. And I would love it to be a 3-horse race, but we're only 4 games deep.
Whoa.
We're only 4 games deep.
For horse.
Stop. But we're only 4 games deep, obviously, but it's quite significant amount on like points, right?
Yeah.
It actually means quite a lot to all the other teams. With one decent game, if you're on the right side of the leaderboard, you can jump into top 5 quite fast.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of other challenges kind of going along, right? Algaziers found themselves on the left-hand side of the board here, so I'm excited to see if they can kind of get things going with their young guns. But for now, I'm getting word that we are ready to go to a break. When we return, we have 2 more matches here for the grand final of PGS 9, day number 1.
Bleeds.
Full Twisted.
They got knocked. Well, Barry Rom.
Fight over this